I'm
live.
ready.
Everybody act professional now. No fucking around. We're not here to have fun at all. All right? No laughing at all. No, I'm just kidding. Um, it's Curse of Strahd, episode 4. Our episode 4. Within our own little microcosm of that is Curse of Strahd. So, let's talk. It's been a little while. It's been 2 weeks, right? Um, let's go over everything we did last session, right? So you guys got to the village of Barovia after leaving Death House, or the Durst family manor. So this is everything that went down in uh, in Barovia so far. So like the first thing you did is you met this old lady named Granny, and she was selling pies to a bunch of the villagers in the streets, and you guys had some
Fuck
of the
that lady.
pies. Yeah, well, she's a nice lady, man. Come on.
She got
Um,
me addicted to pies.
well, you don't know that. Your
She's a
character just
pusher.
likes pies. Yeah. So Rurik, you had a pie and felt really good after eating one, and then the next morning you were like not feeling too good until you had some more pie, and it seems like now you can't stop thinking about eating these pies. They were so addictive that you just want to have more and more of them, right? But then, as you guys were wandering around the town later that next day, you noticed Granny was banging on doors of people's homes and demanding them to pay their bill for like her services, like the pies she's selling everybody, and people are like destitute and broke, don't have any money. And instead of taking cash payment, she takes their children. Okay, so you notice that as you were taking the burgomaster to the cemetery. So there wasn't much you could do to sort of inquire about that, but you did notice that. Um, so then you met, well, that's not the order this happened, but you did meet Ismark and Irina, their brother and sister, and they are the children of the burgomaster of this village, the village of Barovia. So what you learn from Ismark, you learn some information about the villagers in the town that have gone missing. I know it's sort of talked about briefly, but he said he's been very concerned about it. He discovered the symbol of the Morning Lord, which is the god of this land, that like the good benevolent god that people tend to worship here. He found a symbol, like a holy symbol of this Morning Lord at one of the victims' homes. But there was no body there, and he has no clues. There was only just blood all over the house. Um, so that's that little bit of information you got from him. The big thing about him is coming up, but you also met Mad Mary, one of the women of the village, who believes that her daughter is still alive. She's been crying for her to come home for as long as people can remember now. She's looking for people to search for her daughter, Gertruda. Ismark told you he thinks she's probably dead. The dog you found in Durst Family Manor seems to have belonged to Gertruda. The dog's name is Lancelot, right? So, there's that little weird connection there. Every time when you did meet Mad Mary, she was distraught and seemed a little delusional. She didn't seem to have it all together. Ismark had to like take her home before she got really upset. And this all occurred while you guys were at their home, the home of their father, the burgomaster's mansion. Um, so another thing you learned about was there was a shipment of supplies that went missing on its way to Bildrath's general store. And Bildrath believes that somewhere the supplies are probably located somewhere south of the village, but the shipment never got there, right? He said if you can find them supplies for him, he would promise you a 20% discount on your next purchase. So you have that sort of like thing to think about as well. Um, when you met Irina, you learned a lot of information from her about her family, about how that her father died of a heart attack with a couple nights before you guys arrived here, and every night since like weeks ago, like her house was being um, attacked by wolves. They had the whole house boarded up, and there was all kinds of like, holy symbols and artifacts and garlic hanging out throughout the house. Ismark thinks that Strahd is out to get her. He wants her for some reason. Irene is not so convinced of that. She just her only concern was the fact that her father passed away, and she wanted to see him be put to rest properly. Okay, so you guys agreed to help take the body, the casket, to the church. You took it up to the streets and you took it to the church at the north end of town. You met the. Ooh, I just hit the back button somehow. Well, you guys met the village priest there. His name was Donovich, and he, sort of came off as an odd fellow, like sort of a little. I don't know how to put it, but like he's sort of like little anxious and nervous. The entire church was in a shambles, and you guys agreed to help him carry the casket and bury the body, right? And at that point is when Strahd showed up and tried to get Irina to come with him. She refused, and then he summoned a bunch of undead zombies from the fresh graves that were in the graveyard, right? You notice the graves were recently dug. He raised them, and then you did battle with him. He didn't stay very long. He kind of just disappeared on you guys. He turned into bats and flew away, laughing as he did so. And the big thing that also happened in the town that day was you promised Ismark you would escort Irina to the village of Alaki, which lies west of here, and he believes she'll be a lot safer and out of Strahd's grasp. So that's kind of like what his goal is, to get her out of town because he fears for her life, because he thinks Strahd is all powerful, and he's got a good mind to think that. And everyone in this village seems to know Strahd as sort of like like the kind of overlord of the land. He's, no one knows that much about him, only that he's been here for a long time, and that evil follows in his wake. And the incident at the cemetery sort of proves a lot of what people have been saying about him. You uncovered some more information about him earlier in the adventure, but nothing definitive about what he's like. He's obviously powerful. He had great magic at his disposal. He put some of you to sleep during the battle. No one was able to lay a finger on him at all. Ismark charged him, and he just disappeared into bat form and flew away. So that's kind of what you did last week. So, things to think about for tonight is figure out like what's been happening with the villagers in Barovia. You may want to inquire about the missing supplies from, that Bill Dreth had mentioned, the general store owner guy. And once you feel like you've concluded all your business here in the village of Barovia, you may want to take Irina to Valaki, which lies west of here. Okay. So the current date, I believe, is still, it's probably the next day, so it would be Saturday morning. And the moon is changing color or shape again. It's like, I keep track of that for the fact that this is Curse of Strahd and there are werewolves. So everybody got that?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
I'm changing my push to talk button because I think I had it on a button that's like the back button for my browser, so that won't work. All right, so let's load up the map here. Anybody have questions about anything?
No, that's pretty straightforward. Could you resend the link to that tracker so I can just have it up?
I will, yeah. Just give me a moment here.
Yeah, take your time. Thank you.
We won't need it yet, but
Whoops.
what now, Jeff?
I clicked on a bookmark I have for the tracker, and it took me
And
off.
it loaded over top of that tab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, get yourselves set up, and we'll roll into this. Um, I gotta find another button. This one I forgot I used for shortcuts. I'm using the tilde key. That'll work. Alright, so you fought the zombies here in the cemetery, and Donovich is looking around, and he's like, panicked, and actually he was asleep, and you have to wake him up. So was Shiver.
I'll shake Donovich awake.
Yeah, he gets up then. He's like, "Oh,
Wake
God.
up, you sleeping bastard!"
What? What was that? What happened here?"
What happened
slept-
here?
You slept through the whole fight.
Oh, God. Was that him? Was that the Lord Strahd?
Oh God.
Your bird speaks.
What was he doing here?
I don't know. Ismark's like, it's like I said, he's after Irina. You heard him. He wished for her to come with him. Thank you for defending her.
Out of game for a second. Do we see him standing down there, or do I need to like make a check or something?
Don't worry about that. Just go with what
Okay.
people are doing. He's speaking to you.
The preacher is, right?
That last person that was speaking was Ismark, so he was speaking to
Oh,
Rorik.
sorry. Got it.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry. I'm collecting myself after that fight. Irina, are you okay?
I am fine. I managed to steer clear of any trouble. Thank you for all your meat shielding.
Irina, don't be a bitch to him. God, I've
It's
tried to...
very hard not to be a bitch, brother.
I would suggest we finish up here, so that we don't have any more unwanted visitors.
Yes, very well. And at that moment, there is a dwarf that wanders his way into the cemetery. He appears to look a little flustered. He must have overheard the sound of combat. You see him, he's like right here. He looks very different than any Barovian you've encountered so far. Looks like he wishes to address the party.
Hey there, dwarf, says Irina.
Dwarf,
You,
well met.
Greetings, you fought them off quite well. Sorry, I only just arrived. I would have helped you otherwise.
No worries. What brings you here? You don't look like the people we've seen around here.
don't look like people.
I've become splitting from my group, and I've just been trying to find any help I could. These roads aren't always that safe.
We've definitely encountered some troubles. That's true. I suppose you could join us if you'd like. After we finish our business here.
It would be appreciated. I fear that I may not be able to keep safe in a place like this alone. Where are you heading out of interest?
Well, we'll be leaving the town soon. We have a little bit of business here to finish. We have a burial that we're doing right now, actually, and I'm gonna turn back to Donovich and kind of like motion for him. We should probably get this done. We were just attacked by zombies. So.
Yes, I would agree. It's important that we get him in the ground now. Help me lower him down. And Donovich walks over to the casket, and several of you gather around and slowly lower the casket into the ground. And Donovich, gives a sigh of relief. He barely helps you because you see again, you notice that his arm is bandaged up. He's like just barely holding on to the ropes as you lower him into the grave finally. And he says, "It is done. Bury him quickly, and we will say the last rites. Unless you, Master Rorik, would like to read the incantations here in the Book of the Morning Lord. I have important things I must see to in the church." And he seems very distracted and distraught.
Irina pulls out, oh no. Irina, comes over here and, stands in its way and, says, "You look sick, sir."
Can I do like an insight check on him? Like to see like. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make it What are you trying to insight exactly?
Like because she said he seems sick. I want to see like, does it look like he's looking around like there's someone here that he's like nervous to get away from, or is it because he's sick or hurt? Or...
Make an insight. Yeah. Make an insight check.
Can I?
You don't think you just think he must be flustered from the battle, and he just wants to be inside, is what you're thinking.
These virtual dice hate me.
Irina's more curious that he's not going to a doctor.
Do you say this to him?
Yeah, I'm curious why you're not going to a doctor, Donovich. Is it that the wounds you have can't be cured by a doctor?
No, I've done what I could myself, and I've asked the Morning Lord for aid. It's healing slowly, but it's getting there.
You do not look like you're healing, sir.
I did offer to heal you earlier, if I remember
I'm also
correctly.
quite gifted in the healing arts. If you would like me to take a look and see what I can do.
Oh, no, thank you. I've done all I can. Please, let's continue with the ceremony.
Irina just gives like a sideways look at everybody, like, "You getting this shit?"
I kind of want to like, I don't really know if I should. I kind of want to like, be like, no, I insist. Like, kind of forcefully, like, maybe we should heal you first. I'm not liking that wound.
Flint's gonna walk over and be like, "Listen, I can't leave an injured man like you. It would be a disgrace to my tribe if I let a man as wounded as you walk around."
A priest, no less.
I'm
like he said.
More of the nature.
Like I said, it's fine. It's just like any other wound. It must heal. I just have important things I must attend to inside the church, and I really wish to be inside after all this after everything that's happened here.
All right. Do not be afraid to come and speak to me about this.
Oh, thank you. I will come see you if I need aid. Yes.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. I'm kind of gonna be like, I don't know. I'm gonna side eye look at him as he's leaving, just because I'm a little bit suspicious. But I'll read the rights, I guess.
He's waiting with you while you do it, but he's handing the book over to you like he doesn't have the nerve to do it himself.
Okay.
Do you say something, in honor of the dead?
Well, they already told me I can't do my blessing, so I'll just say I'm a follower of Kalimvor, but I suppose he wouldn't mind me honoring your customs, and I'll take the book.
Okay, and he says, "Please proceed, good sir."
Or is there like a specific thing that they say, or just
No, it's whatever you want to say in honor of the dead. Just in your own words.
shit? What's the Morning Lord's name?
They just call him the Morning Lord.
The morning
Oh,
Lord.
okay. Okay, I'll put my hand on the casket. Well, I guess it's down in the ground, so no, I won't. I'll just kind of hold the book out over the grave and say, may you rest now in the light of the Morning Lord, and I'll kind of throw my thing in there and say, and may Kalimvor help guide you.
Well put. Well put.
And I'll hand him back his book.
Very good. Let us be off then.
So Shiver might have to do a check here, but we'll take some holy water and just take like a small drink of it, and then she's gonna make like she's doing a big sneeze, and accidentally, in air quotes, sneeze the holy water on Mr. Donovich here.
Okay. You do, and then he's like, "Oh God!" And just kind of, he's like, "Please be careful. Can your bird not drink properly?"
Um, uh, um, so no effect then?
That's the only thing that happens is he just kind of reacts to it like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Shiver cleans herself off.
Okay. Alright, you guys have the body now buried and perform the last rites. Ismark says, my friends, what do you wish to do from here? Will you promise to take Irina to Valaki for us? You saw the danger. Will you consider it, at least?
Yes. We can definitely do that. Would it be all right if we finished a little bit of business around town first?
Oh yes.
Nothing that would take too long. Hopefully.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
He's like, absolutely. There's no, well, there is the need of urgency, but as long as you can protect her while you go about your business throughout town, I suppose so. As long, Irina, are you okay with that?
I am. I can brave another night.
Very well. I have some now stately business to attend to, being the new burgomaster. I must see about the village. The matter of these villagers gone missing has me most disturbed. Perhaps,
And
perhaps you would be able to assist me with that while you're still here.
I was just going to say, if you have anything that you need our assistance for, Seth.
I could use a second set of eyes. There was the one building I found this symbol at, the Morning Lord symbol. Let's as he shows that, Garrett, because you're standing next to Donovich, notice that Donovich's eyes sort of look away from the symbol as he says it. You just take note of it, okay? And only Garrett notices this, okay?
Okay.
Maybe the dwarf too. All right. And then Ismark hands Rorik the symbol, and Ismark tells you, this is the only thing in the house except for blood. No bodies, no weapons, nothing. I couldn't find anything else. And then several other families have told me that their family members have gone missing, and there were signs of blood, but nothing else to go on. I'm at a loss. I don't know what else it could be, or who it was, or what's going on. It's probably that damn Strahd still ripping the villagers apart one by one when he needs the feed.
Perhaps it'd be better if we can get fresh eyes on these scenes.
Perhaps, yes.
Um,
So, as you guys are lingering here, during the, after the ceremony and everything, it's dark out now, even though it's in the middle of the day, I guess, but time has passed and the sun's setting. In Barovia, it almost always looks like night, even when the sun's up because of the mist. But you notice through the trees of the graveyard, further deeper into the graveyard, like you're not looking at the whole graveyard, you start to see shapes arise. And they look ghostly, like there's like these ghostly auras around them, like this. You see eerie green light suffuse the graveyard. From the light emerges a ghostly procession. Wavering images of doughty women toting great swords, wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and much more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. You notice that whole, scene just transpiring, and they're just walking through where you're standing right now. It doesn't give you a sense of fear, just a sense of awe, like of wonder, like, what is this? Like, what is going on? And maybe one of you says something to Ismark, and Ismark's like, yes, the procession of the dead, again, night after night, it occurs here, and there's nothing to be done about it. It's just a constant reminder of the curse of this land. Do you ask him anything?
How long has this been going on for?
It's been going on for years, my friend. Those are the souls of people like yourselves who came to Barovia and challenged the lord of the land, Strahd. Many years ago, there was a mage who led a revolt of the villagers and the adventurers that wandered into the land. And they all went to the Castle Ravenloft, up there in the hill. And they tried to overthrow him, but they were destroyed. So the story goes, at least. But I think this is evidence of their ill fate, don't you agree?
yes, let's hope we don't join this March of the Dead.
Hopefully one day we can set their souls free.
Aye.
I would hope so. Let us be off. If you need to rest or have food, come by the mansion. Irina, will you accompany them for now, or would you like to return with me? Until the time to leave.
I will return with you, brother.
Very well. You know where to find us, my friends.
Of course. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you. Thank you so much for your aid. Okay, so you guys are returning to the village.
What do you guys want to do first? I mean, you want to check out these murders or try to find the supplies?
Check out murders.
All right. Did he mark like on our map which houses were?
Yeah, he did. And he did mention one other thing. I just forgot to say it in character, that Mad Mary had seen someone carrying a body down the streets at one point. Since the disappearances have been going on. She thought it was Strahd too. Everybody thinks it's Strahd, but it seems like Strahd would have been a little bit more flashy about what he was doing, and this was a little more covert.
Well, perhaps we should talk to Mary first.
Shiver's not gonna leave you hanging. She gives you a thumbs up on that one.
Okay. I guess we'll head to you. I mean, if everyone's cool with it, unless you want to go anywhere else, we can just head back to her house. And I mean, I know she's crazy, but
Yeah.
should ask her if she knows what's up, or at least what she saw.
Mhm.
Okay, so is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, before we go though,
Mhm.
this priest, I'm assuming he went back in the church.
Yeah, he's heading back in while you guys are sort of lingering in the graveyard.
I think as he's going, I want to ask him if he Donovich.
He's gone. He left. Yeah.
Oh, he's already gone.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
go into the church and sort of speak with him if you want.
Can I peek in a window?
Yeah.
I just want to see what he's up to. I don't trust this dude. Like, I mean, I know he's probably just hurt, but it's suspicious.
Go ahead and make a perception check by the window.
Fucking dice.
It's pretty dark in there. You don't see
Mm.
him at all. He's, you know, you hear a little bit of noise further inside, but you can't make out what he's doing. You hear some footsteps maybe or something like that.
Mm. Well, if you guys are ready to go, I'm ready to go.
I'm happy to help you wherever you go.
Yeah, I guess let's go to Mary.
Mhm.
Interrogate her.
Mhm.
You're gonna interrogate the crazy lady?
Yeah, I said that wrong. Sorry. We're gonna ask her questions.
All right, so you
I'll
guys
hold
are
her
Great.
down.
Flint
Down
stops
Mary's
cracking
house.
his knuckles after you say that.
Poor wording, brother. I'm sorry. Okay.
all right. I gotta load up some tokens here. Everybody see? Can everybody see?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so you enter the home of Mad Mary.
All right. I guess I'll go up to her and Mary. I was wondering if we could ask you a few questions.
Who are you? She looks at you with
Uh,
this gaze, like desperate, like wide-eyed gaze.
We met before, if you don't remember, at the Burgermeister's house.
Oh my God! Have you found my daughter, Gertruda?
We've not, but we're trying. Which
You
actually brings
are?
me, of course. Which brings me to my question. We were told that you perhaps saw somebody dragging a body through the streets, and we're
Oh,
trying to follow that lead to see if maybe
oh,
that person would know anything about your daughter.
I don't want to really talk about that. It's too hard to talk about these things anymore. And she begins sobbing. You almost feel like you need to like reach down and catch her because she kind of sort of doubles over on herself.
Yeah, I think he would probably like Rorik would maybe put his hand on her shoulder and like help steady her and just say, "I know it's hard, but this could really help us find your daughter."
Make a persuasion check with advantage since you mentioned her daughter and that.
Okay, persuasion. Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
I guess I'll have to
finally.
find the courage again. I saw a man. Yes, he was cloaked and covered, and he drug a man behind him in some kind of bag or sack, and he headed north towards the graveyard. That was several nights ago. It must have been the devil Strahd.
Do you remember any identifying features of this man? Like anything you remember might help.
He seems... Well... He was wearing a cloak, and I couldn't see his face. But he had a... It's like he only had one arm at his disposal, and he seemed to struggle with this thing. That's how I noticed, because he was struggling down the road with it. I happened to be looking out
One
my
arm.
window.
Shiver gets super excited about the fact that he had one arm.
Shiver, do you know anyone like this?
One arm, yeah. Doesn't want to be healed.
Okay, I was thinking that. I was just like,
Yeah.
maybe there's someone else.
He just got super excited now. Just that guy. Just the guy we were just talking to. But go ahead.
Can I ask you, like, you said that he probably marked the houses on the map. Can I, like, hold out the map and ask her, like, which house it came from?
She didn't.
Or he came from?
She says she didn't see where the man was being taken from.
Okay.
She just happened to be looking down out of her window down towards the street and noticed this. Noticed someone dragging a body northward, and she just stared at it for a while and then put her head down. It just freaked her out, you know.
Okay. I think that's really. That might be all.
Was he bald?
She couldn't really see his face or head at all. He was cloaked.
Have you seen anyone else around town?
And it was nighttime. It was nighttime.
Okay. Have you seen anyone else around town that may have looked suspicious in the last few days, or someone that has been in town for a while that might be acting strangely?
Oh yes. There's always strange people here. There's that lady, Granny. I think she poisons the children. She maybe took my Gertruda.
I think at hearing about the old lady, Rurik's stomach is probably growling, and he's like thinking to himself, like, that pie.
Yeah, you start thinking about the pie right away.
Fuck. Yeah. How long has this granny figure been here?
I don't know. She's been coming here for years, I think. No one does anything about this. The burgomaster never did a thing. And his son, Ismark, won't do anything either. And she begins to cry.
I think he'll probably put like an arm around her shoulder, like to comfort her, and lead her to like a chair. Where's a chair here?
Right, yeah, you can just say that you do.
Okay.
Shiver mimes like the old lady handing out pies, and then mimes like slitting somebody's throat, like we should kill her. She's talking about. She's miming about.
I think I'll kind of like nod over at Shiver and then turn back to Mary as she's sitting down and say, do you have any idea where Granny goes when she leaves the town?
No, I've never wanted to know.
Unless you guys have questions, I think I'm done with her. I'll let her like chill out. She's probably distressed.
Over here, there's something on our table.
Nothing in the room's important. It's just a place to, yeah. It's just a house. I'll save us all some time.
Shopping list.
Yeah, it's probably a shopping list, or just scribblings of Mad Mary's ravings.
Okay, I think as far as like Rorik, he'll just like pat her shoulder and say, "Thank you. I know that wasn't easy for you."
Do you know calm emotions?
I don't. Well, okay, so I was out of game for a minute. I haven't played a cleric in a long time. I didn't know clerics know their entire thing. I don't have it prepared,
Yeah, they
but
do.
I know
Yeah.
clerics know their entire list. So
Yeah, every time you take a long rest, you could swap them out, which ones you prepare, but that's all your
yeah,
choice, whatever you want to do.
of course, yeah. But I don't have it prepared. So
Okay. Well, you don't have it prepared. I thought it was a cantrip though, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's a level 1. Anyway, that would be
I
a
don't know.
good spell to prepare at all times in this campaign.
Yeah, I see that now.
What about Flint? Flint, do you have any insight into what to say to Mad Mary or what to ask her?
Just sort of like, I think we'll just walk over and go. I'm sure you'll find your daughter again soon. We are able people. We all do our best.
I thank you. Please hurry. I I think she was gonna be eaten by vampires and werewolves. She went into the forest, I think. And like every time she talks about her, she gives you a different explanation as to why Gertrude is missing. Like she has multiple facets of why she was taken.
I was
Um,
just about to say I feel like that's different from last time.
It is. It's
Okay then.
intentional. Yeah, mad. She's mad. She's Mad Mary.
Yeah.
Let us put up.
How old is your daughter?
She's just a little girl.
I think we learned last time though that she's about 25.
Yeah, Ismark told you that she would be about 25-ish right now, but Mad Mary thinks she's like 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to, as Rorik, just like pat her on the shoulder and be like, um, he's really tolerant of like other religions, and I don't think saying Celeborn be with you as him being the god of death would be appropriate. So, he's going to pat her on the shoulder and say, "Rest in the arms of the morning lord," and kind of like start to walk out, like just as like a
Okay.
blessing or whatever.
Yeah, and she's like looks up with like sort of not quite hope, but like less sad than she was when you walked in here.
Okay.
Are you guys heading out of this building?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Where are you off to?
I think I want to. Well, I mean, do you guys have anything that you want to do
Back to the
specifically?
church.
I was kind of
Investigate.
wanting to. Before we go there, I mean, if you want to go, that's cool. I was thinking maybe we could investigate the houses again just to see if, like,
Mhm.
just going to him with, like,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
told you were dragging a body. I don't feel like it'll hold up enough, you know?
No,
Yeah.
you can't just be making those allegations.
Yeah.
So I want to
I think.
investigate,
Go
like, the
ahead.
closest house to here.
Right.
All right, so the closest house to here that had some type of incident with murders is not far away, and Ismark had told you how to get there, and you find it, you enter the home, and we're just going to use the same map, but it doesn't really matter. You enter the home, and just what I want you to do is just make an investigation check of this. Like, whoever wants to lead the investigation can have help on this check with advantage, but one person needs to decide to make an investigation check,
I'll have a look
not the
round.
whole group.
Not it.
You better be good at it.
You
You know,
better.
I
that's
am.
what my point is. That like you get one chance to investigate it.
Can I do a
My,
help action to help him at all?
Yeah, I said that the person could do it with advantage.
Okay. I have a
Actually, I was
+0,
thinking
so
of the
there you
wrong
go.
stat. I am quite bad at this. I thought for some reason I got insight. I got insight mixed up with investigation. I should definitely not do
I have
this.
a 0.
I have a 0. Oh my god.
It's one more than me.
How about
I
you, Garrett?
also have
You
0.
can make an investigation or survival check. I'll allow either or. Different information for either, but sort of.
I'll do a survival check
Go ahead.
if
Yeah,
you guys want.
make that.
Yeah.
All right, Garrett, you investigate the entire home. You find footprints, heavy boot prints, mud stains on the ground. They're very faint, and it takes a keen eye to notice them, because the only way you were able to notice them is from water stains on the ground. And you notice that from the back room of the home, that where the blood stains were all at, there was some attempt to clean up the blood, but it wasn't completed. And someone definitely dragged another behind them out the front door and probably down the front steps into the street.
Okay then. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's probably it here. Looks like someone was dragged out. Maybe this was the...
Out of the other door?
No, the front door.
Am I able to follow the footprints?
Once you get out to the street, the cobblestones are covered with mud, and it's rained probably since then. This is several nights back. And there's really no good track to follow.
I'll ask this. Does it look like it's just going straight off the porch, or does it turn in any specific direction, like before it disappears into the street?
He can't tell.
Okay.
It's possible that maybe more than simply the old woman saw this happening. We could ask around.
Of course. Is anyone like outside, or do any of the houses around here look like they have like people in them right now?
A lot of them probably have people in them. Yeah.
I mean, we could just knock on doors if you guys want.
Is there any people who look like they're homeless who'd be hanging around this area for like a long amount of time looking around?
No, not really. No.
I guess I'll just go across the street and knock on the door.
There were 2 other houses, right?
Yes, but there was less evidence at those homes, really.
For this house, can Shiver wants to see if like who lived here, like who might have been the person that was carried out. So is that still investigating?
No, Ismark already told you. It was just an old man that lived by himself, and he was sort of a man of deep faith. Often visited the church, and he venerated the Morning Lord. His name's not important, but those are sort of the clues that he was able to provide you about the man.
She wants to investigate. I know we're about to go, so I think even with a 0, I want to try to investigate. Probably. Oh, good. I got a 4.
I don't even see your roll.
Oh, I got a 4. But if I got advantage, I got a natural 20.
What are you investigating? For more clues?
I'm trying to figure out, was there anybody, like, is this house belong to a person, like, who, like, for example, is super into the Morning Lord, or is, like, worshiping? He has, like,
yes, I mean,
Ismark,
you already know that. It's there's no
He's
point investing. Yes, that's information you already have. And everything inside the house would indicate that's consistent. You don't even need to make an investigation check to know that.
Okay.
Are the other 2 houses like that as well?
Yes, they are exactly like that. They all seem like, and that wouldn't be that out of place for this village, though. It's pretty much the only god in town, but they were mostly older people, is what you gathered.
Well, I'll look at the other ones and say, I guess we should have a conversation with that priest.
Maybe we should sneak in and check around the church first.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Sneak.
Who would be the stealthiest of us?
Stealthiest.
Um,
Then Shiver tries to pin a little stealthiest badge on her chest.
Is she bullshitting them?
No,
I trust the bird.
she's stealthy. Ish.
I only have a +1, so
Yeah.
I
got
would
a five.
assume I'm
Same.
heavy with chainmail, so I'm definitely not like sneaky.
Yeah, you have disadvantage on all stealth checks.
Yeah.
Plus, I can make it dark and be the only person who can see through the darkness. So it might be like, let's go back to the church and look in the window.
Um. Well, I didn't see much from the window. We might actually have to have somebody go in.
I could do
But
that.
I was gonna say we could definitely like maybe hang out outside by the windows while
Mm-hmm.
you sneak in. Like, so if we hear anything, we can rush in.
Sounds good.
We should check the graveyard too, see if there's any recently buried bodies, maybe.
That might be a good idea to do first. I like that.
Okay, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go, guys?
Back to the church to the outside. And the graveyard's right there, right?
Yeah, do you want to go, well, like, I'm asking specifically though, do you want to go in the church? You want to go to the graveyard?
Let's do graveyard first. And then
Aye.
we can sneak in from the back better, I think. Like, he'd be expecting someone from the front, probably.
Okay,
So we will do that.
back to the graveyard, or the cemetery?
Yep.
Alright. Okay, you guys, let me just hide some of these tokens here. You're back here.
Would that be would it be another survival check for recently buried things, or would that like investigation?
Investigation. Yeah, investigation, I would say. It depends on what you're trying to do, but yeah, investigation would be the best option.
Well, who wants to roll it? I think we're all pretty bad at it.
-1.
Oh, okay, not you.
Yeah, I looked at your
Um,
sheets. None of you are good at any kind of skill checks at all.
Hey, I've
Yeah,
got
should it?
insight and survival.
I think we all have like really similar ones. I almost took investigation too. I'm so mad. Anyway, I guess I'll roll it this time. All right, yeah, I'm gonna look around for. God damn it! Any graves
You guys
that
can
are
do it with
fresh.
advantage, so if
Okay.
someone's helping you investigate, that's fine. So you take a look at all the graves. Most of them in this immediate vicinity have been unearthed because that's where the zombies came from.
Are
Are
you
you
talking?
talking?
Yeah, so you take a look at all the graves, and most of them have been unearthed because that's where the zombies had risen from. But they all look like they were buried very shallow.
Hmm. Do any of them look like? I mean, obviously disturbed and stuff with the zombies coming out. Do any of them look like they were like recent and undisturbed?
Yes, they do.
All right. What do you guys think? Should we dig a little bit or?
Let's. Are the zombies still there, like on the ground and stuff?
Yes, they are. The bodies are just lying about after you killed them.
Are there any zombies that look fresh, like they were just buried?
Yeah, they all do, actually.
Hmm. Can I do a medicine check to see? No, that wouldn't really. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna see if I could tell how they died, but that's not. I mean, you know, Barovia seems like a pretty rough place. That's really
Well,
not gonna help as much as that.
you did just re-slay them with
Yeah,
spells and
true.
blades. Cut them. A couple times you guys cut the limbs off of them. But you can still make a check if you want.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Well, you're in luck because you checked several of them, and every one of them has bite marks on their necks, as if
Hmm.
their necks were bitten, like 2 incisors, you know. You know that those kind of
Hmm.
wounds didn't come from the battle.
Yeah, obviously.
Doesn't
Well,
seem like a.
Strahd.
Could
Good.
I start to use druid craft to kind of like burn the bodies away just a bit so they can't be used again?
Could. Um,
I'll start doing that. I'll be like, let your bodies not be taken away from peace again.
so you burn them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna catch him before he burns them. Maybe we should do the burning afterward, because the fire will probably attract the eyes of a certain priest we're trying to sneak up on.
Yes. I can wait till then.
Okay. Afterward, though, definitely we should do that.
What were you saying there, Garrett?
I forgot.
Okay. All right.
Oh
So
shit! I'm sorry, man.
what are you guys gonna do?
Let's sneak in this church.
Yeah. Church heist.
Are you all going in together?
I'm gonna wait outside of a window
I'll hang
and
back
just
as well.
listen.
I'll go with her because I got pretty good stealth.
That's a
Yeah.
perfect
make,
idea.
Make stealth checks there. I'll leave some of you guys outside.
Good stuff.
Yeah, hopefully you saw that. I rolled a natural one.
I know. I see.
Oh no, I didn't see that one until now.
Did you get mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see her like poorly sneaking along?
Yeah, you probably do.
Everybody
I'm going
does.
to move off in another direction and start like rattling like the bushes somewhere else.
Okay. You do. The two of you now are. I'm gonna change up this music, but the two of you are now inside the church. Donovich is nowhere to be seen here in the main hall.
She. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yes, it looks just like you saw it before.
Oh, that coffin's not there.
No, that was from earlier.
Okay. Shiver comes over to this door here and listens at the door to see what she can hear.
All right, make a perception check.
$22.
You've rolled?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, well, I'll take your word for it. There's a dirty room containing a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Well, you're just listening. You don't hear anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hear anything.
I was about to say that's some damn good hearing.
Got really great hearing.
Yeah, jump the
So she
gun.
opens the door.
Okay. You do. You open the door up. And now you see there's
yeah.
a dirty room containing a wooden bed and a straw-filled mattress. Next to which lies a small table with an oil lamp still burning brightly. And mounted above the bed on the headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol, which now you know to be the symbol of the Morning Lord. Looks like possibly the priest's room.
And then she goes across the hall and opens that door.
Alright, and in that
Maybe a little
room,
brazenly.
in this room there's an old desk and a chair, which stands against the south wall there. A wooden holy symbol mounted above the desk in a sunburst shape. And there's a 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall, which stands bare, suggesting that a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
She looks inside the cabinet to see what was there.
Alright. You find some items in there. There's a tinder box. There's a couple boxes with candles in them. This is a church. And there are 2 books. And one is titled The Hymns to the Dawn.
Mm-hmm. And the second one?
I'm putting them in chat for you.
Oh.
So, just to give you information, that book is basically like, they're all chants, honoring the Morning Lord of this village. And in the other book, it's called The Blade of Truth.
Okay, she puts all of these items in her pack.
Okay. Yeah, that's the full name. It's called The Blade of Truth, The Uses of Logic in the War Against the Diabolist Heresies, as fought by the Ulmist Inquisition. So it's a strange book that mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults. So it's basically a book on how to be like an inquisitor, for the Church of the Morning Lord against cults, that kind of thing.
And she searches this desk.
Alright. You find a wooden box that's resting on the chair. It looks like the poor box, like where people would donate coin to the church. The drawer contains a couple sheets of blank parchment, along with a couple of quills and pens and dried up jars of ink. So nothing special.
Okay. She shakes the poor box, I guess,
It's got nothing in it.
and puts it back on the chair. Walks out here.
Alright, you do that.
While they're searching in there, are we seeing anything through the windows?
No, not yet. I mean, you can kind of hear them moving around in there a little bit, going through the rooms.
We don't hear anything else, that's
No.
not from them.
No, you don't. Not that you can
I'm gonna
tell.
I'm gonna head round the front and look out for people coming towards the building.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the side over here too.
She's gonna check out this next door. Open
Okay.
it.
And you're gonna open it right away, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, this room
And she
is
searches through
dirty.
it.
There's no light in here, and it contains a wooden bed with another straw-filled mattress, and above the bed on the headboard is a wooden holy symbol. Doesn't look like anyone's used this room in a long time.
Okay, so she opens this last door.
Alright. Okay.
Searches the room.
Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this room, so the ceiling's a little bit damaged above this room. It's very moldy. There are a few broken shingles that have fallen down from the roof, and there's puddles of water all in the room. In the corner, there is basically a table and 4 chairs. And you can hear, now that you're in this room, the voice of someone below this room screaming, "Father, I'm starving!
Oh,
Feed me! Father! Father! I'm Stop it!
Hello?
None of us
Hello?
can hear this, right? Outside.
You guys don't really hear it now. The walls are too thick for you all to hear this.
Okay.
Anyone down there?
You're not even sure where down there, like where, you know?
It's below us, right?
It seems to be echoing up, yeah, and you'd have to investigate the room and try and figure something out, but you don't know.
Yeah, Shiver investigates the room to see where that noise is coming from.
Alright, make a check for me. You can do that with advantage since he's there. With you
Oh, great.
investigate together.
Advantage. Yeah, 15.
Yeah, it's 15. It's not too bad.
I know, but my advantage was 11. So.
No, the advantage, you just take the higher of the two.
I know. God. But I would have got 15.
Will you get it together, please?
I'm gonna try.
Go read the rule book again. God
Okay.
damn it.
Alright.
Alright, let's just move on. Anyways, so you kind of figure this out quite easily. It's just, you had to actually say you were going to do something. You slide the table.
You cut out.
You slide the table and the carpet, the rug that's underneath it. You find a trap door in the corner. You got that?
Yeah.
Is it locked?
Yeah, there is an iron chain and a padlock there.
Is there a is this a window right here? No.
No, I don't think so.
How are you with locks, Shiver?
How am I with locks? I think I'm
You're
good.
trained. You have thieves tools.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good at it. So she tries to pick the locks. Oh my god.
You
Suck?
You fuddle around with it and get it unlocked. Yeah.
Okay, before she opens the trap door though, she's gonna not wander, but she's gonna run outside here and
Okay.
whistle for her friends.
Go ahead and whistle. You do that, okay.
And then comes back in this room.
If I hear that, I'll head round the back.
You going around back, you said?
Well, yeah, back where we originally sneaked in.
Oh, they went through a window. We're close to the doors here if you want to just...
Right.
Yeah, you heard it coming from somewhere around the side of the building right there.
Yeah.
In the direction where the cleric went.
I went all the way around to the front, sorry.
Hopefully getting the impression that, that they're in here. Okay.
Okay.
So Shiver's,
Are you, hold on. Flynn, are you heading in that direction or you just want to stay behind the building?
No, I will head in that direction.
Okay, go ahead and move your token around the front and into the building if you want. Alright,
is that Garrett?
That's Garrett, yeah. The ranger.
Oh, okay. Alright, so Shiver's opening this door now.
You attempt to pull it up, it's not coming up even though the chain is now off of it.
Shiver points to the door and the sad
It feels like
female
it's
guy,
stuck a little bit.
and points here and like let's all pull.
How,
Have anybody got a shovel or something to get leverage?
Shovel.
Oh, I was gonna ask how strong you are. We could just brute force it up, dude.
Yeah.
I unfortunately am not as strong as some of my dwarven peers.
I've got a crowbar.
Oh,
Yeah, that would give you advantage
Um,
if you tried to strength it up.
yeah, do that.
Could I see if I could borrow that crowbar? I have a +3 to strength.
Do it.
Yeah, I
If you want to
can.
do it. Okay, cool. I'll take it and kind of wedge it in and do a strength check to bring it up.
Make a strength check. Yeah, you pry open the trapdoor there. Looks like there's a set of stairs below it. They seem to go down into the dark, pretty far down, like a couple, certainly many feet down. You're doing
Shiver
a
has
Um,
mage armor, yeah.
Okay.
And then heads.
Wait, before you go down, I want to
Oh.
cast just to make sure we don't all die. Shit, where's that? Aid. Doesn't do too much, but it'll give us a little bit going down.
All right. How many hit points does everybody get? 5?
Yeah, I'll give everyone else 5.
Does it affect everyone or a certain number of people? Three
3.
creatures
3. Yeah, so I'll
at
give
this
them
level.
5, and I'll just hang with mine. I got my shield, so
All right.
Thank you very much.
of course.
Thank you. And so, she goes down. She goes down the stairs.
All right.
Sh-
Does
I'll follow right
does
behind.
everybody go? Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna jump down.
what's your marching order?
I'll go near the.
Say again?
You cut out. You cut out there.
Oh, I'll go near the front. Sorry, I let go of my button too quick.
Yeah.
You want to be in the front?
I'll be in
Yeah.
the middle.
If you want me to go ahead of you, I have a decent AC with my shield up.
I'll go just behind you then.
Okay, cool. I'll go first.
Everybody see where they're at?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Let me describe before you move. Don't move anywhere. Describe what you're looking at here. Okay. That's one of my DM rules. Okay. Do not start moving your tokens around. Because if you step on a trap, well, I'm like, oh, you see this trap, but you move too quick, and then I have to roll to see if you're dead.
Yeah, I've done that a few times, my bad.
Just a heads up, that's just how I play that hardcore. So if you're gonna move, you're gonna get hit, maybe. Anyways, on to the description of the room. You're in somewhat of like what you would describe Rurik, because being a priest, you would know this to be an undercroft. All the walls are roughly hewn, and the floor is made of damp clay and like rough earth. There's wooden pillars which appear to be rotting, and like they don't look too sturdy, which hold the ceiling up above. The only light down here is coming from the chapel above, which slips through cracks in the roof, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt shape in the far corner of the room over here.
I think I want to cast light on, how do I ping? Right
Like-
there. I want to cast it on that.
Okay. Hold on.
I think I can cast it on, like, just anything, really.
Bright light emits from that point, and you hear someone scream, "Ah!" And you can clearly see a boy in the corner. A boy, and as he screams, you can see his fangs. He appears to be some type of creature of death and demonic looking in appearance, but still quite human looking.
Hmm.
He looks like Macaulay Culkin. Father! Put out the lights! No! It hurts me! And he gets really,
Poor
really,
man.
like distraught. I can smell your blood! And he's like licking his chops as you look over towards him.
I don't know if I want to really go close
What do
to
you
him.
do? Yeah, he's just cowering in the corner. He's petrified of the light. He looks
Um,
malnourished, very frail, very thin.
I want to get a little bit closer, carefully.
Do that. Move up to him.
I'm gonna take out my pie and offer him some.
We have to get a little closer to him to do that.
I'm gonna stand here by the light, but I kind of want to get like, I don't know, would it illuminate the entire pillar? Because I kind of want to stand in front of it to like where it's not like directly on him, like maybe my shadow is cast on him.
Not really. It's going to create a lot of light down here since it's so relatively dark. Yeah.
I figured. Okay, I'll get closer, but I'm not going past like right here.
Fine. Yeah, he doesn't approach you. He stays in the corner. He looks like if you did get very close to him, he would. He seems very nervous, like he could strike at any moment.
Okay. Were you wanting to give him that pie? Garrett.
Would you like some pie?
Who are you? Where's my father? Don't throw that at me. This is not what I do. I cannot eat that.
I'm gonna note the fangs and be like, so what exactly do you eat?
I need your blood. I need a taste, please. Father must send you.
I'm assuming your father is Donovich, yes?
He nods and just lets you. He acknowledges that, yeah.
So when's the last time you ate?
I must feed! Please! I cannot wait any longer! He's distraught.
I think Rorik's probably like tightened his grip on his mace just because, you know, I abhor undead.
I must eat now! And he rushes forward and rushes towards Rorik. We're gonna roll initiative here.
I was about to say, I'm drawing my mace now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw my mace and be like, you poor sad bastard.
Alright. Ed, I do the initiative rolling for this outside of Roll20, so...
Oh, is that the link
That's
for
the
the
link.
combat?
Mm-hmm. You'll be able to follow it from there. If it doesn't make sense, we can explain it to you. But it's pretty straightforward. All your initiative rolls are done in here, and your bonuses are applied, and if you have advantage, I can change that as we go. But he ended up rolling high.
Yeah, I see that.
And now we begin.
I think Rorik's gonna look at everybody else and be like, we should put this being out of his misery.
Flint nods.
Out of his misery.
Alright, he rushes up to Rorik first, attacks 24 to hit you, Rorik.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Does that hit?
I mean, it definitely hits, yeah.
You were only at 17 hit points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're down to 8, and I need you to make a DC 13 grapple, like strength save or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Okay. Oh my god. These fucking dice. Well, that was 4.
He's got his
No, that's a
claw.
1.
He's got his claw in you now. You are grappled.
Down to 8. Okay. Alright.
All right, and then he attempts to bite you.
No, of course it does.
That is only a 10, so he can't get up close enough to bite his teeth into you. All right.
I'm like holding him back with my mace.
Yeah, you're like trying to push him back down. Like, get off of me, you foul creature. Shiver, you're up.
Okay. Okay. The Okay. What's his name? Doru. He sees a bright light, like the light of the sun, that's even warm, like the sun is, and it's shining right here in his face, and hopefully, if he believes it, it'll be doing some kind of damage to him. Essentially, like as if it were the sun.
All right, you wanted to look like fire or sunlight or something.
Sunlight, yeah, sunlight. Specifically sunlight.
We'll just use this to sort of mark it. Where did you want it? Right there?
Yeah, like right between him and who is this? Rorik?
All right, and he's good. What kind of saves is he making?
Not Rorik.
Yeah, it's Rorik.
Intelligence. But he makes it. This is the first time I'm using it, but he has to use an action to examine it.
Is that what does he get in a? Does he get a saving throw immediately? On a fail. All right, so. No, it says you craft an illusion that takes root in the mind of the creature. You can see within range. The target must make an intelligence save. So that looks like it's happening right away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and if he, because if he fails, he doesn't get pushed back 10 feet. I mean, if he.
It's a 13. What's your DC?
13.
So he saves. Does he still take damage?
He takes half the damage and doesn't get pushed back 10 feet.
Alright, so he takes
So it
one
takes 1.
psychic damage.
But if it meets it, it beats it.
Meets or beats, yeah.
But that means
Yeah.
this DC beats his.
No. No, what I save beats it. That's how saving throw spells work.
Okay. And, but he's so convinced that.
Yeah, well, we'll come to that later. He would have to
Okay,
actually
that's
make a targeted thing. Now that's a concentration spell, I think. Right? You got to know
It's
all
so
this by
long.
heart.
Hey, I'm trying.
Yeah, it's concentration. If you look on your sheet, there's a C next to it. So that means you maintain it.
Yeah, okay. And,
And do you do that again every round? Try to hurt him with it as a bonus action?
yeah. And then, I'm gonna move back over here, and that's my turn.
Right, so it says each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to the target if it is in the phantasm's area or within 5 feet of the phantasm, provided that the illusion is or of a creature or hazard that could logically deal damage, such as by attacking. The target perceives the damage as a type appropriate to the illusion. So he feels it as fire when he takes damage. Alright, you're going to move back. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Flint's next.
Alright, start of Flint's turn, he's gonna wild shape as his bonus action into a brown bear. Let out a roar and head over here, and then make
Alright.
one claw and one bite attack.
So, hold on one sec. You have to squeeze in there. But you should have access to the bear, right?
What?
Let me give you permission to use the bear.
Cool.
So you
Alright,
should be
my
able to
screen's
bring up
still
the...
dark.
Yeah, let me... really? Oh,
Well, I can only
gotta
see
give
from
it...
like Rurik's. Not Rurik's, Flint's thing.
Should be able to see now.
Still, I can see the bear, but nothing else.
You can't see anything else?
Well, I can see from Flint's perspective, but should I just put Flint on top of the bear?
Yeah, I guess. Hold on. No, don't do it that way. You should be able to see.
I've got a bunch of darkness. I can see the bear, which I couldn't before.
Alright, let me fix it. Hold on. You should definitely be able to see now.
I'll refresh roll 20, see if that does
Yeah.
anything.
You just want to do a claw and a
It
bite.
all-
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna
It all
roll it.
appeared for a second, just as I refreshed.
You can see everything now?
Yes.
Alright, good.
Alright, I've got the attacks on my character sheet so I can roll them.
Roll them from the bear sheet. It's just easier. And I know they're right, so. Or however which way you want to do it. Oh wow, the bite is a critical hit.
Hell yeah, he lets out like a mighty bite into his shoulder and then just tries to claw him if he can.
Yeah. Alright, the bite sinks very deep into Duru, but he barely feels it, and the claws miss him. Actually, I'll give you the advantage roll, so you do 11 more damage, but it's reduced.
Because you got him in your mouth.
Well, because he's behind him. He's squeezed up behind him.
Yeah.
Tactical
Yeah.
advantage from behind. Alright, that's your actions.
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay. Garrett, you're up.
First thing I'm gonna do is cast Slayer's Prey on him.
Alright, that's the bonus action, right? You got that on him. It's an extra
And then I'm gonna,
6, right?
yeah, I'm gonna drop my right hand, my crossbow in my right hand, and pick up take out my silvered short sword.
Oh, okay. You do.
And then I'll attack him with that.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Oof.
Did you just roll?
Yeah,
Didn't come up.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Alright, that's gonna miss. Yeah, lately Roll20's been doing this. It's not us, guys. I heard from a lot of other players. It's Roll20's problem. That's,
No, I'm in another campaign and it happens there too.
It's been happening lately. Yeah.
Well, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Rurik, you're next.
I'm going to. Shit, my health is low. I think I'm going to just cure wounds myself. I was gonna healing word and try to get out of it, but I'm pretty low, so
Yeah, you're low.
yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
All right, 7. You got 7 health back.
Cool. And I mean, I can't move or anything, so I guess that's my turn.
Yeah, you could have tried to break the grapple with your action that turn, but yeah, now that you've used your action. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Next round is up here. Alright, he's gonna claw you again with his other claw. It's a 14, which misses you, right? 17
Yeah, my
armor.
AC 17.
Then I'll try to bite. A 16 misses.
Ah.
You're lucky you didn't crit. Alright, that's his turn. Shivers up.
Alright, she's gonna do the bonus action 1d6 psychic damage. Ooh, yes.
Okay. Roll that.
She just did, and she got a 5.
5 psychic. Okay. Now, if he failed the first, does he have to save? He has to save again, right?
Just a second.
It's a very complex spell, I know. It's a big pain in the ass spell. Let's see what it says.
Okay, the target can use its action to examine the phantasm with an which he didn't do. So, he didn't do that check.
No, he just kept
When
attacking.
affected by the spell, the target treats its hand. Okay, so the target rationalizes. Okay, for example, got it. The affected target is so convinced. Damage.
I'm just gonna say you can keep doing damage for now until we know.
Each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 damage to the target if it's in the phantasm's area or within 5 feet of the phantasm.
Yeah.
Wait, am I saying that wrong?
No,
Phantasm?
no, that makes sense.
Yep. Creature. Okay. Yes. And then she's going to.
It doesn't really
What is
say
it?
what he does on a successful save, like for the first initial save.
And do a.
Oh, he realizes it's an illusion if the check succeeds, so you can't do damage with it
No. That's if he uses his action to do an intelligence check.
on a subsequent
do.
on his turn. Okay.
Right.
All right. So, question is,
Now-
he doesn't get a save until he does that? I'm gonna say.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you did
He
how
gets
much
it the first
damage?
time, 5.
All right. We'll just go with that. Now we know how
He
the
just-
spell works. We can continue on easier.
Okay.
Okay.
And
5
then-
damage from that. That I don't even think that says it doesn't even use your bonus action. So it just happens.
Oh, I thought it's.
I think
okay, I
you
thought
just
it
can
was.
maintain concentration and it just keeps happening. So you can keep doing it.
Okay, now she's gonna use chromatic orb and acid
Ooh, nice stuff. Yeah, that hits
and
him.
get 18.
Holy shit, you burn him bad with that acid. Yeah, it's covering him, and he's like, ah! Oh, Father, help me!
Then she hops over behind our dudes, and that's my turn.
All right, the chromatic orb flew into his face. We need spell effects.
Jeez.
Do you see it?
Come on, DM. I didn't see him.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll show up eventually. It's really slow. All right, Shiver's done. Flint, your turn.
Flint's gonna make another 2 attacks.
Just for the way I like to do it, Ed. If you
Yeah.
got multi-attack, either as a bear or other feature in another class or whatever, just roll me one at a time. And I'll tell you. I'll confirm if it hits, then roll the second one.
Oh, alright, my bad.
Just for future reference, yeah. But that first one's gonna miss him. The second one hits, but does less damage, right?
Yeah.
The
I'll
claw sinks in a little bit and scrapes him on the back.
That'll be me.
That'll be your turn. Okay. Garrett, you're up.
Alright. Hit him with the short sword again. 14.
And that's another miss. You just can't connect with it.
Okay. I'll offhand crossbow him.
Alright. Another miss.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to hit him. He's
Then
like
you
moving around in that space the whole time, and you can't get a steady shot. It's really difficult there. You couldn't get him. Yeah. End of turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Rorik.
I'm gonna fight with him to get him off of me.
You gonna make a strength check or athletics?
Yeah. Alright, quick strength, so.
All right.
Son of a bit. Oh, is it contested? Or
It's
is it
contested.
just-
He keeps holding
Okay.
on to you.
Okay. I
Basically,
can't
you just
move,
can't
so I guess
move.
that's my turn.
Yeah. All right, he comes again at you. You see some of his wounds closing up ever so quickly.
Foul beast.
All right, he claws at you again, but an 8 is not going to hit. He attempts to bite you. Again, you can keep him down, but you just can't get away from him. All right, he missed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shiver's up again.
All right. She's.
Don't worry, guys. I'll hold him in place.
I make a growl and acknowledgement.
2 psychic damage, right?
Yep. And then she's gonna take the rest of that holy water that she had, and she's going to pour it on him here,
All right.
on his face specifically.
You want to throw
And,
it or pour it?
Pour it, cause it's being held.
He's holding him, but yeah, okay. Make an attack roll.
Just a d20.
It's gonna miss him. You missed. You dropped it, basically, on the ground or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that's what I meant to do.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Flint, you're up again.
Right. Flint in desperation's gonna go in for another bite on it.
So 13. It's gonna miss him.
Alright, he's lifting up his arm for a mighty claw attack.
That connects with him pretty good. You scrape him again.
That'd be all I can do.
All right. Next, Garrett, you're up. Garrett's up.
Try this again.
You missed. Do not hit.
Alright.
You gonna do your offhand?
Yeah. 22.
That hits. What was the damage?
6.
Was that 6 total?
Oh, it's 12.
12 was the
I get
total.
6. Yeah. 6 regular and 6 of the
Alright.
other one.
Okay, he's still going. He's still alive.
And that's it.
Alright. Rurik's up again.
Alright, I'm not even gonna try to get out of it. I want a Sacred Flame. No,
Alright,
whole 2
DC
damage.
13 dex. 18, that's a complete miss.
How are you so dexterous?
Yeah. They move quick. You saw when he jumped at you, he had lightning fast speed.
Alright.
Yeah, very quick guy.
Alright, I guess that ends my turn. I can't move.
No. Alright, his wounds begin to close again. The bear notices this. Again, he continues to try to claw at Rurik. 21's gonna hit you, Rurik.
It is.
7 damage. You're already grappled, so.
As he
bite.
hits me though. Well, I'll let you do the bite first, I guess.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. As he
Okay.
does that, I want to do Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Nice.
Do it, yeah. Roll that first. Alright, it's another dex save.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't you do it.
oh
Oh
my
my
god.
Okay,
Alright, so
this is the fucking armor all over again.
You missed him.
Uh,
He's tough. It's another bite attack this time again. It's 22. You take another 4 damage, and what is this? Now, the target's hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage you just took, and he gets those hit points.
So what is it down to now?
Your max
4.
hit points are 21 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to finish a long rest.
Okay.
If he reduces you to 0, by that you are... the
Dead.
target dies if the effect reduces its hit point maximum to 0. Okay, it's not your normal hit
That would
points.
take a lot.
But dying in this campaign has other consequences, or even being knocked unconscious. So, hold on. Alright, that's his turn. We'll continue. Shiver, you're up.
Okay, I'm rolling a d6 and I got a 3. And then Shiver is gonna take out the hymnal book that she just got from upstairs and begin to chant a song to the Lord of the Dawn.
The
And
Morning Lord, right?
Morning Lord, that's what I said. Morning Lord. In his general direction in a menacing way. But also in a really uplifting tone.
Alright, you do this as your action?
Yes.
Okay. He ignores you. Doesn't seem to really care that you're chanting at all.
Can she chant a little bit louder?
She can.
She does that.
Still ignores you.
Okay. That's my turn.
Alright. That's your turn. It's Flint's turn.
I'm going to go in for another 2 attacks.
Alright. That hits him.
And the Mighty Claw.
Alright, that'll really connect that time.
I'm letting out like a wail from a fallen ally in just bear grunts.
Yeah. Alright. End of your turn.
Shiver mimics your bear grunts.
Do the bear grunts.
Come on.
Both of you.
Rawr.
Rawr. Rawr, 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 rawr.
Alright, we'll go on. Garrett, you're up. You're up, Garrett.
Garrett, you're
Okay.
up. Garrett.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on
Alright, roll the cure wounds.
Oh, thank you.
He touches you, you get 11. Up to 15. It's your
I'm gonna
action.
give him a stern thank you nod.
You can't use your offhand. You have to take the
Oh, I can't?
attack action to use that as a bonus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Now, what are you doing? You're gonna end your turn?
I'll use Hunter's Mark then as a bonus.
Alright. So now, if you connect with him, there's like 2 d6s involved. Alright, he's Hunter's marked. And Slayer's
And-
Parade. Is Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark concentration for you?
I don't
I
think
think
so.
it is.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's
it is.
not. No, it's not. It would have. Oh, it is. It's got the C there. Yeah, you're concentrating.
It's okay. That'll be my
Yeah.
turn.
All right. Rurik, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try to throw this fucker off of me. Alright, what's strength, right?
All right, you're gonna try to break out.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Natural 20. You don't make it. You don't break it.
Shit.
It's not good.
Fuck you. I'm just gonna like struggle with him.
Alright.
Yeah, that's my turn.
More wounds are
Sorry,
closing up
dudes.
on him. He's beginning to heal and refresh himself. Alright, oh shit, he didn't even get to attack. He's gonna
Oh,
claw Rourke. So 13 gonna miss you, right?
Yep.
Another bite attack. It's an 11.
Gonna miss. We're just locked in a stalemate here.
Yeah. Okay, Shiver's up.
Okay, she's gonna, she's gonna first do the D6. It's still there. Ooh!
Maximum.
6. Then, chromatic orb him with acid.
It's gonna
Woo.
hit him.
And then,
All that burning sensation hits him.
that's her turn.
Alright. Flint, you're up.
Well, I'm going to go for the tried and trusted 2 attacks.
That's a miss. Misses.
His heart's just not in
Oh,
it
that's
anymore.
got it. You have advantage because you're behind him. It hits, actually.
Hell yeah.
Alright, that's gonna hit.
That'd be me again, after just like wailing into him more.
Okay. Alright, Garrett, you're next.
Slice him with the short sword. And a miss.
I didn't even see the roll, but okay.
I got it.
Alright, you gonna go for an offhand attack? That I see. Oof, not good. 9 doesn't hit.
And I guess that's it.
Man, you guys really suck at hitting tonight.
Hey,
It's true. Alright, it's
The
Rourke.
dice are not kind.
It's Rourke's turn again.
Okay, so I've already said we're like struggling with the mace or whatever, right? I'm assuming he's like biting at me and I'm like holding my mace. I want to try something. I don't really know if it's gonna help anybody. Seem to hate the light. I'm gonna cast light on my mace.
Alright.
See if maybe it at least makes him like back away or
No,
something.
no, the light is already in the. You already have it on this on the thing.
I was just thinking it like with it being like right there on him, maybe he'd leave me
Alright.
the fuck alone.
I'm
Not work like
standing
that.
on it, but there's still a sun that he's
Yeah.
acknowledging.
That doesn't really give off light though, per se. But,
Yeah.
he doesn't like
to
it,
him,
but
he thinks,
he thinks it's real. Yeah.
yeah.
He doesn't really like it, but he stays there. He's so desperate for blood, apparently.
Okay.
He does
Well-
not react to the light spell.
Oh shit. Well, I just kind of wasted my turn. Oh well. At least he's still just attacking me, I guess. That's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Not really, but thanks.
Alright. Let's see what he does.
Alright. His wounds heal again. He's gonna keep clawing at Rorik. A 14 missed, and then a bite again. Natural 1.
Ah!
Tipping the scales. Opponent has advantage, and attacker has disadvantage for 1 round. That means you get advantage for a round.
That's right,
Yeah.
you blood-sucking bitch.
Shiver is gonna roll the d6 first. Oh, just a 2. And couldn't hurt. Just gonna try a ray of frost this time. Ugh.
Alright.
Boo. Did you see that?
No, it was
11.
it's a miss. Yeah, I missed.
And she's gonna take an attack of opportunity and move.
Alright, yeah, he doesn't even bother. He's so focused on Rorik.
That's her turn.
Alright. Shiver's done. Flint.
I'm gonna go for the old classic. I'm gonna try and like bite off his head.
no called shot, but sure, you can say you're going
Well,
for
no,
the
he's
head.
just like gnawing on it. Like
You gnaw
it's
on the
not
back of
probably
his
not.
head. A big bear attack. Yeah, you hit him. And he does some
And I'll
damage.
just start like clawing at his back while I'm doing it.
Yeah, you do some more damage on his back there. Slash his back up again. Every time, though, it seems like he heals a little bit after a few seconds go by. Alright.
Look like I've had any effect on him since I've started, or is it
He's
just like...
not quite... He looks somewhat injured at this point, yeah.
Alright, as long as Rurik can see there's a few of the wounds he's caused there, he's good going forever.
Yeah, they're slowly healing, but faster than a normal human would heal, you know? Alright, Garrett.
Alright. Again, short sword. I got an 11.
That's a miss, dude. Damn. What is your bonus with that? Like, what's the bonus part of it? Just curious. Are you guys just rolling low, or are you just not very good with these things yet?
I
I
don't
think
know.
we're rolling low. Plus,
Yeah,
I'm just rolling low.
somebody keeps healing themselves.
I'm not healing anybody.
And I got a 9 on my offhand,
I don't know where they're at. I gave him a lot of those.
in case you didn't see that.
I did not, no. So you missed there too, dude.
Alright. That's my turn.
Alright, man. Alright, Rurik.
Alright, fuck this. I'm just gonna use my mace and try to hit him.
Yeah, you can do that. You have advantage. And that's a hit. Do
So,
a little bit of damage, though.
just a tiny bit, but he's
Yeah.
right here. I figured, you know, what the hell.
You smashed him right in the face, and it barely really hurt at all.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
Alright. He is going to take a claw attack with disadvantage. It's a miss. Give him disadvantage on this one, too. Still hits, though. So you take... Wow, you took 16 total damage. It's not even a crit, so that's a 6 and a 10.
Oh
You're
my
unconscious.
god,
And
Fuck
you
me, dude.
also, you're down to, you lost 3 before, I think. And you are now, well, you're unconscious,
Yeah, I lost
but
4 before.
your max hit points are 14 less than 25, right? So your max hit points are what? 11?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright, and you'll have to start making death saves.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, now he focuses his attention on someone else next round. Alright, Shiver's up.
Oh, 2?
Alright, he takes 2.
Alright, she's gonna try something different and cast Infestation. So it's DC 13. Oh, so he's probably gonna...
You're in danger, yeah. Let's see. Alright, it's a con save.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's right.
18. No damage, no effect.
Alright.
He just ignores all these bugs around him. He doesn't seem
Yeah,
to phase him.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, Flint, go ahead.
Alright, I'm just gonna tighten my bite on his face.
Alright, the bite's 16 hits. Does some good
And
damage.
I'm just gonna keep scratching his back.
Yeah. That'll hit. Did some more good
Good.
damage.
That's
Alright,
him
now
done.
he's starting to look a little weakened. Slowly
Weird.
now, but...
This bear's carrying the team.
Garrett, you're up. That'll hit. Alright, so there's
Finally.
8. Now roll another d6 because your hunter's mark as well. You get one of these both once per round. Go ahead and roll another d6. 'Cause it applies
The
to
hunter's
this.
mark is actually anytime you hit him. So I get it on offhand too.
Are you sure? I thought it was once per turn as well.
I just read it. It says anytime you attack him.
Link it for me, because I could have sworn
Okay.
it only did it once. But all right, so the total is. You're right. Okay. All right, so for this, just to summarize this attack, you got 8 plus 5, so that's 13. It's reduced down. So now, if you want to make an offhand, go ahead.
Okay. Is it reduced because it's
Yes.
silver?
It doesn't. It doesn't seem to do a full effect on him.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. The 13's gonna miss.
All right.
Okay.
In the turn.
And a turn. Okay. Rurik, you need to make a death saving throw.
Yeah. Oh god, no. Wait, doesn't a 10 save?
I think a 10 is a save, but hold on.
Oh no.
Something happens. You hear a voice in your head, and it sounds like you hear the whispering of dark voices saying, "We can bring you back. Take our hands, and we will bring you back to life, renewed and refreshed. What say you?"
No, I'm good. I can tell this is like some kind of undead bullshit, and I'm very against that.
Well, you don't know that. You just know that you're dead and unconscious, and you can reach out to this voice calling to you.
Can I insight to like?
No, you're
I
unconscious.
guess I can't. Yeah.
You can just you have like an unconscious decision in a dreamlike state to be like yes or no. You could think for all you know, it could be Kellenvor calling you.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I don't want to come back away. You know what? Fuck it. Let's roll the dice. Sure.
You want to come back to life?
I guess I do. Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure
No,
it's fine.
I know I'm gonna regret this a lot, but whatever.
You're brought
I've
back
been rolling bad.
to 11 hit points. Full health. You have all your spell slots.
Oh god, 11 hit points. That sounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other things that I can perceive?
I'm looking up something here. I think it's in my rules. All right. So this is what happens as you come back to life. You grow a thick coat of scraggy wolf-like fur all over you, which grants you advantage on Constitution saves made to resist the effects of cold weather. You also gain resistance to bludgeoning damage from non-magical weapons that are not made of silver. Unfortunately, the character also develops a painful allergy to mental aversion to silver, which causes them to break out in blistering rashes on contact. When exposed to silver or in base physical contact with silver, the character suffers disadvantage on all attack rolls and dexterity checks for 1 minute. Okay?
And the other people don't know this. They just see me come
They
back.
just see
and
you
I'm
come
hairier.
back covered in hair. You you don't even really fully realize it. You just anytime you look at silver, you have an aversion to it. But you're gonna need to write all that down and put it on your sheet somewhere. Okay?
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
copy
I'll-
that right in now so we don't forget.
Cool.
That's a dark gift, my friend.
Oh, you can continue on. I took a picture of it to put in when we're out of the game.
All right. Okay, you're back alive. But you don't have a turn this round. So, all right, Doru is up.
At what cost?
He doesn't quite notice that you just you're still on the ground. So you open your eyes and then your hair grows all over you and you're alive. But Doru is going after Garrett now. He looks tastier. Garrett, that's a 9 damage for you. I need you to make a concentration check. So D20 plus Constitution modifier. So you could just roll a Constitution save. What did I roll for damage? You save. You maintain concentration on Hunter's Mark. But I also need you to make an acrobatics check or athletics check to resist being grappled.
I got an 8.
Wait, would he still take instead? It says instead of dealing damage, would he still take that damage, or is that a different?
All right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll just let him pass on that. So you don't get grappled. He does damage instead, apparently. He's gonna bite you though, attempt to, and he missed. All right, that's the end of that. All right, Shiver, you're up.
2 psychic damage.
All right.
And then she's moving here, and she's going to use a light crossbow to tear open his face.
Does 5 damage. It's good.
Does 10.
It's being reduced.
No!
Yeah, you hit him really straight on with it too. It just doesn't hurt him much.
Okay.
And we know how much damage crossbows do, don't we?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. That's my turn.
Flint, you're up.
I'm just gonna keep going at him.
Yeah, tear him up. Natural 1! Stop there.
Oh no.
Mighty Disarm. Disarm, and your weapon goes 1d6. Your claws go flying off your hand. Actually, it's not going to apply. Because you don't have a weapon. Alright,
One
so
of my
you
tooth just gets chipped.
nothing unusual happens for you because you're in a bear form. So go ahead and roll your other attack. Natural 20.
Alright.
That's better.
He's mad at that tooth getting chipped. He just starts laying into him, like scratching his back all he can.
And Dirt in the Eye. DC 13 Wisdom save or be blinded for 1 round. Double damage is normal. So that means that your opponent has to make that save. That's a wisdom.
Oh hell yeah! It's all coming up, Millhouse.
He failed, and he's blinded for a round here.
Oh, thank God.
Break free.
Yeah, that's pretty fortunate for you, Garrett. He's probably gonna miss you a lot. All right, you're up. Garrett's up. That hits. He takes that hunter's mark and roll another d6 for the Slayer's Prey. Pretty good. That's 13 total, but it's reduced. Okay, and your offhand attack hits. You do 6 total and reduces down to 3. Good job. Alright. Bonus action and action are taken. End of turn.
Yeah. Why am I rolling well now?
I know. Alright, Rorik, you're up.
I sacrificed myself for you to roll good.
You'll need to stand if you want to, like, move or Still take
Yeah,
actions
I'm
from
gonna.
the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna stand and just sacred flame him.
Alright, 13.
Oh, you quick
18.
bastard!
Yeah, he
Um,
doesn't get around them. It coils around them and tries to penetrate into him, but he just moves.
all right. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm not gonna move.
Alright.
Although I am gonna look at myself and be like, "What the fuck?" Like with the fur.
Yeah, and everybody's notices this. You're covered in fur like Beast Man. That kind of works for his portrait, though. Look. I mean, you're a pretty hairy, bearded guy anyway. Maybe it's like not as noticeable because you're so heavily cloaked and covered anyway. Did it say all over your body? Like your face? Probably your face.
Yeah, I think it's everywhere. Let me pull the picture. Hold on. It actually just says that I grow a coat of thick fur. It doesn't really say everywhere. I would assume it'd be everywhere.
I'll let you decide later.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right, so what was I doing? It's Doru's turn, right? Because are you done your turn?
Yeah, I said I wasn't moving anywhere. I'm done.
All right, he continues to go after Garrett this time with he's gonna try to just grapple Garrett. So I need you to make a DC 13 acrobatics or strength athletics check.
All right.
It's a nasty fight. We're on round 9, guys.
Definitely the longest fight we've done so far.
I know. Yeah, it is. All right, that is successful. He doesn't grapple you, but he will attempt to bite you. But he can only do damage. Actually, no, he can't do the bite because it says one willing creature or a creature that is grappled. So he doesn't do that. All right, that's his turn. He had disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he just doesn't do it. So. Okay, Shiver's up.
Okay, alright, okay. Okay, alright. She's gonna throw her last chromatic orb. I think it's her last one. With acid.
Wow.
And the crowd goes wild.
And are you gonna do your psychic damage
Nice.
to him?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that too. And take that
All right.
as well.
He's bloody, guys. He looks like he's about to deteriorate. You can see holes through him all over the place, like as if the sun was burning a vampire to death. Like he's got claw marks all over him. He's about to fall.
And that's my turn.
All right, Flint's turn.
All right, I'm just gonna try and finish him off by crushing his head.
Try it. Do it. That's a crit.
And I'm ready.
So hold on.
Still 6.
Late timing as an immediate
Whoa.
action. Attack the same opponent, but at a disadvantage. So you can use that bite attack twice if you want.
I just keep nomming.
It missed that time, but you still have your claw attack to do if you want to claw him.
Oh, he's just like suplexes him.
That hits and you drop him. He falls unconscious. Ah, Father! And you see him just like not burn, but he turns into like a pile of ash on the ground. And we are out of initiative. Finally.
Let off like a little bear roar, just going like, "Arrgh!" And I just turn back into a dwarf.
I think
Okay.
Rorik's gonna kind of maybe like collapse sit on this pillar here.
Yeah, you need a rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at everybody and be like, good job. Sorry I didn't help more.
You
Rick,
kept us
you-
safe from his onslaught.
You look a little different, Rick.
Yeah, I feel a little different. And he's gonna be like looking at his arms, like, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I just know I am very tired. And he's also gonna like rustle through his bag to try and find some pie.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't have any more.
It was a cure light wounds sound effect.
Oh,
All right. Tell you what. Since we are out of combat, there's no. Can I do a perception to see if there's any more immediate danger in here? Because I want to do something, but it's gonna take a few minutes.
Let's take a break and then we'll do that.
Okay. Cool.
Just hold that thought and we'll get back to it. Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's go to intermission here, guys.
How long you want to do? Just 5?
Yeah, let's do 10 actually.
Cool.
Because it's been a while. We've been going at it for a while. All right.
Right now.
Back in a little bit.
I'll be back.
Alright, see you guys in a bit.
Oh God.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back to.
Same.
Yep.
Everybody just getting back to.
Seems like it.
What did you think of that battle? Pretty unexpected and harder than I thought it was going to be for you guys, but oh well.
The
That-
dice.
This is not. I didn't augment this at all. This was just
I
the
can't
way he
believe-
was, you know.
Put this one through.
Hey, that's a vampire when he's weak. I don't want to meet one when they're not.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet him, man.
I can't believe my reading a book that I just found didn't work.
It was a good idea.
Thank
It just didn't happen to work, really. Didn't do much. Yeah. All right. So, what were you about to do, Rorik? You said something just before we sort of went to break, but
Well, I was a little bit wrong anyway. I saw myself at 11, and I forgot that it's like that until a long rest. I was going to do a prayer of healing, but it'd really just be a waste at this point.
it would.
So,
Yeah. You can't regain anymore. Garrett
Yeah.
is a little hurt too. Flint,
I
did you
will
want to
cure
go back
wounds,
inside
Hannah.
the building?
I am quite proficient at healing if any of you need help.
We also have a nice, warm, safe place to sleep tonight. In the
there you go, Garrett.
Ismarks. Mm-hmm.
As you guys are gathering yourselves, you see Donovich rush down. Oh, the boy! What did you do? What did you do?
He's dust. He forced our hand. He struck first.
Oh, poor
Shiver mimics what he was saying when we first came down, which was something like, "Father, I'm hungry" or something.
Do it in her shiver voice.
Ah!
Do it again. Do it with more enthusiasms.
One, two.
All right, fine. Donovich gets the point. He's like, okay. No, he's like, oh, you murdered him. He was just a boy. And he begins to cry into his sleeve.
He was a suffering boy.
I'm going to grab him by the shirt and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you couldn't have said that there was a vampire in here?
It's no one's business. He was my responsibility.
Shiver mimics the Mad Mary when she was saying that somebody with one arm was carrying a man down the street.
Yes.
You've been
was
feeding
me.
villagers.
It was me. And I'd do it again. I would do it again to save my boy.
I'm gonna like backhand him and be like, the undead are a scourge on this world, and you dare protect one.
All you serve to
You're
do
not
is
from
extend his
here.
suffering.
You're not from here. You don't know what we've suffered. You don't know the pain that the villagers of Barovia feel with the curse of this evil Strahd surrounds us at all times. You don't know. He gets like really defensive, like I'd like Rurik to make an insight check now.
Okay.
At least I think Rurik would probably be best at it. So, not to exclude it.
You would think so, but the dice disagree.
Good job.
You sort of feel that Donovich is a bit insane. And everything adds up now in your head that when you first met him, his behavior, his oddness, all correlates to this. And there's something else at work here that's sort of driven him mad. And it's not necessarily his fault, you feel.
Okay.
or you feel that maybe not just necessarily like it's not necessarily his fault, but he was being pressured by something beyond his power of understanding. If that makes sense.
Like he's under a persuasion or something.
Perhaps, but it's more. It's yeah. There's some kind of dark power at work here in his mind. Like you see the darkness in his eyes now suddenly, and the rings underneath his eyes.
Okay. I'm going to release him and just kind of like, Rorik rubs his forehead and he's just like, so how long has this been going on? How long have you been feeding the townspeople to your son? If that's what you can call that.
He says, I've only had to do that recently. Before there was people like you who would come here and would figure out ways to trap them down here.
Shiver pulls out her dagger and mimics him saying, I would do it again.
What?
She's gonna pull a dagger on him. And while she's mimicking him saying how he would do it again. She thinks that's really evil.
Are you like threatening him with a dagger?
Yeah, like he just tried to kill us.
Well, he didn't try to kill you guys. You just wandered down here on your own, but he's definitely not remorseful per se. Like he's conflicted. Like he can see the confliction going on in his eyes as well. Like he had no real choice in a way.
Is he I hope this doesn't provoke attack. Is he wearing like any like holy symbols or something, like an amulet or anything around his neck?
No, he seems to be absent of that.
Hmm.
He's got holy emblems all over his robes, though.
Okay.
Okay, I want to, like, where there's an emblem, like where we're at on his robes.
All over, just kind of like in his picture there.
Oh, his picture went away from me. Shit. I'll just point at him and be like, "You've lost your way, priest. Your god's forsaken you."
Make a persuasion.
Just because he seems really like dark.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
It's not hard to get him to realize the truth in your words, really. And he just kind of bows his head and looks down a bit at like the floor, and he's like, "You're right. What have I done?" And he's like just mad with, grief. And then he reaches over for Shiver's dagger. Shiver, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Or acrobatics check.
Okay, alright.
Could I quickly try to like grapple him if I see this?
Now, only Shiver can react to this.
Hiya!
Oh, wow. Okay, you snatch it back up, and everybody notices it now. Like he went for the dagger, but now you can try to grapple him if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. What is that? Just athletics or just
strength? Strength athletics, or strength athletics for you. And I had to make another save, so I got an actual 1. You grab him. He can't move now. You got him sort of restrained.
All of a sudden,
Alright.
we're really good at rolling dice.
Yeah.
Outside of battle.
You think that he was probably going for the dagger to kill himself with it, out of his despair. He's like, kill me. I'm no good. I'm no good to these people. I can't save them. Salvation will be nigh. He's referring to like the village as a whole.
So, there's a few questions that Shivers wants to ask him.
Go ahead and ask. He's all full of answers.
Good. Okay. What's happening to the missing villagers? What happened to Baravia's villagers that are going missing?
He just briefly explains he had to take them. They were all he selected the oldest members amongst the village that were at the end of their days and lured them into the church most of the time and threw them down here. Clubbed them on the back of the head sometimes and threw them down here to feed Doru so that he could feed off of them. And then he buried them in the cemetery. He just spills the beans completely.
Rourke is like extremely disgusted by this.
And then
Flint is also like visibly shaking, like in anger.
Yeah, he sees that it was wrong, and he wishes for his own death.
You're
You
under
can tell.
arrest.
You'll pay for your crimes.
And
Burn me, kill me now. Don't
You'll
let me
have
be
your
a
day in
mockery to
court.
these people. There's no justice in this town.
I won't let you be a martyr for your flawed cause.
I used to have used to us.
So he starts mumbling about Duru and tells the tale of Duru, and he says Duru was his son, and Duru was convinced by adventurers to go to the castle of Ravenloft and raid the castle, but Duru was made a vampire spawn by Strahd. Came back as a vampire, and he hid him here to protect him from the villagers.
then killed the villagers. Got it.
Over time, he began to resort to killing them. Yeah.
Where is Gertruda?
I don't know. He's being honest.
Oh, okay.
What's in the pies that Granny sells?
I don't know. He has no idea.
Where's Granny live?
He tells you the granny lives somewhere west of the town. His best guess is somewhere out west. That's where she usually travels to when she leaves.
Does she take the children out of town?
He says occasionally that's been the case. Yeah.
Oh, just occasionally. Got it.
What else needs you?
I'm asking another question. The mage that led the revolt, who was it?
I don't remember his name.
Go ahead.
He was a powerful and charismatic leader that swept into town one year and stirred everyone up and gathered a flock of Barovians and sent them to their doom. I curse him. I curse him because he lured my boy Duru into that madness.
Why did they fail?
Because Strahd is unbeatable. He's the darkest evil of all kinds.
Well, what is his weakness?
He has none that I'm aware of. No one can destroy him. The gods bring him back to life if anyone lays hand upon him or cuts him with blade or spell.
What were the weaknesses of your son, Doru,
What do you mean?
after he became a vampire?
Ooh.
Same weaknesses that all vampires have, he says, and
Which are?
he couldn't go out in sunlight. He could not be near running water. Things like that. That's all he knows. He kept him away from things like that. What's that?
I was gonna say, does Strahd not suffer from these weaknesses? Is he not a vampire as well?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know if Strahd has those weaknesses at all. But he just knows taking care of Doru. Those are the things he noticed. He couldn't have him out in the day. He couldn't have him anywhere near running water whatsoever.
I think Rorik's gonna take he has a set of common clothes. I don't have any rope. And tear the sleeves off and use those to like bind his hands and feet, just so I don't have to sit here and hold him.
I'm gonna look at him and say, sir, have you ever heard of the Amber Temple?
Where have you heard this? It's
just passed down to me.
It's in the
It's an
valley.
impulse.
Somewhere. I've never been there. He doesn't really know where it would be, and he's only heard rumors of it as some type of cursed place that no
Alright.
one ventures to, basically.
I guess that will do for now. From me, at least.
Right.
I want to pull him up to his feet. Well, shit, I bound his feet. Never mind. I'm gonna unbound his feet and pull him up to his feet, and we're taking you back to the Burgermeister.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah, and I'd suggest we go back to the Burgermeister's place and rest up for our next leg of our journey.
Oh yes.
All right, you
what
guys
was the
make your
name of
way
the-
there.
What did is Mark want? Where did he want us to take his sister to? I forgot the name.
The name of the town is Valaki.
Lucky.
Before we go, if you want, we can try to get those supplies, maybe just for like, it'll help us stock up for the journey there. That discount
The ones
after we
that
rest
were
and everything.
right. Yeah, I agree.
You guys see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you bring him before the Kolyanoviches here.
I'm gonna like kind of shove him down to his knees and say, we found out where your townspeople are going.
I knew there was something wrong with you.
He had his beast of a son down in the crypts. Wait, what? It was crypts, right? Not crypts.
It's like, yeah, it's like a mausoleum or sepulchre or something, yeah.
Okay. Below the church.
Below the church, yeah.
At least some of your missing townspeople have unfortunately met their fate. His son was a vampire spawn. Undercroft, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you relay the whole story to him, and he's like, I'm ashamed, Donovich. I'm ashamed of you. You would do this to your own people. Why would you not tell us? You would not understand this, Mark. The power of Strahd is powerful. And he just like rubs his head. You see him, the longer he's chained up and the longer he's being exposed is like the longer like the more he seems to go mad.
He must stand trial.
I will see to him. I will see that he is served justly. You have my word on that. And he steps up and takes him into his custody. I will keep him here for now. And he locks him up in another room of the house upstairs. Excuse me.
As he's like about to walk out, I'm just gonna ask him if we can rest for a bit.
Oh yeah, he agrees to that. You have an
Okay.
open invitation. You don't need to ask.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Stop,
slink
Sky.
off
Go
to
lay
a room
down.
to rest.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna
We're
slink
gonna go
off to a
sleep.
room to go rest.
Okay.
Same.
I'll just like I'll bow to Irina and just kind of duck out, head upstairs.
Shiver's going with you. Dwarf.
Yes.
Going to bed.
All right.
All right.
I
so,
forgot you weren't with us then. We have a room upstairs if you need to rest.
Oh, thank you very
You don't
much.
have to all go up. We don't have to play all that out unless you want to.
Okay.
Just curl up in a chair.
Yeah, you guys can sleep anywhere, really.
Oh no, I'm sleeping on the couch.
Irina asked when you wish to leave for Valaki.
We have one more thing that we really need to do here, and maybe stock up in the morning, and then perhaps we can begin our journey.
Here's Lancelot. Did you want to keep him roving around with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's not
shit.
safe on the road, really. You know, like where
Oh.
you're going. But if you
Maybe
want
we should take him to Mad Mary. Might comfort
He
him.
didn't want to
yeah.
stay with Mad Mary.
Oh.
He kept following you guys.
He
What?
loves us.
Why does he look like a pug now?
We changed him to be this cute little dog.
It's a little poodle.
Yeah.
Why don't we keep him here? He seems safe here.
Yeah, he'd be safer here with Ismark or something.
Okay.
Yeah, Ismark will definitely remain here in Barovia, in the village of Barovia. The village of Barovia is in the land of Barovia, so don't get the two confused, guys. It's very confusing
Okay.
sometimes.
Yeah, they sound very similar.
Because they are. It's the same word. But this is like the village is named after the land, right? So. Alright, so you take a long rest, guys? Or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Alright, as soon as you all take a long rest, you die.
No.
God damn it! I knew it.
Alright.
All right. Do I go
Take
back
your
up to
points.
25 now?
Yeah, it wears off that effect.
Oh, thank God.
Thank the Day Lord.
I guess I
In the
need to go down a ration, I guess.
You do. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, fuck me.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 19.
Good job.
Okay. Okay, so you gain benefit from that long rest. But
Sweet.
you seriously still want some more pie today.
I think as we're waking up, I'll be like, how's pie sound for breakfast?
Maybe we should go check out the west of the town and find out what's going on in Granny's Pie Factory.
Oh, that actually works out perfect because the bridge is west too, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good.
It's like southwest.
It's a twofer. The supplies would be near. Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, you no longer want pie.
Oh.
Okay. All right then.
I sort of misread how this works.
Oh, I'll fill in Flint on the agreement to get the supplies. He wasn't really with us then.
Excellent.
Yeah, you tell him all about that. Okay. Do you set off to go look for these things?
Mhm.
Alright.
If everyone
Set
else
off.
wants to, yeah.
Okay.
Do you need to do anything in town, Flint, before we go? Or Garrett, did you have anything you wanted to do?
I was passing through.
Have we searched for Gertrude?
Gertrude?
I
We
think
haven't
she's gonna be with Granny.
I don't think so, because she's
No.
not a little kid.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true.
You have no leads on where to find her.
I guess we could just, as we do the other two quests that we're on here, we can keep an eye out for any sign.
Mhm.
All right, that's good. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
you want to just keep your eyes and ears open. Like, throughout this campaign, you're going to get information that you can't act on immediately. You just got to write it down. This is why I keep telling you, put it in the journal. And that way you've heard rumors, but it's not necessarily like something like that's you can go do right away. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Does everybody get
it
it?
does.
Okay. All right.
And I'll update the journal this week, like I was saying.
I've
Yeah,
been
good.
updating it during this session.
During this session. It's a good idea.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. You resolved that one. I like how you put that. It's good. Balaki. Yeah. I'll give you the spelling of it later, but that's good. It's good enough.
Vallaki.
It's a V-A-L. Yeah, 2 L's.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, you guys want to set out south, right?
West. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Southwest. Yeah.
Let's
But yes.
let's do bridge first. That sounds like it might be a little bit
Yeah.
more straightforward.
Agree.
All right. So he mentions that southwest near the bridge area is where the supplies would have been heading towards, and they never got made it past there, as far as he knows. Is that the way you head down there?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find where we were on the map. Yes. I want to head down, like, I guess as soon as we get to the bridge, I'll do a investigation, or...
I would suggest making more like a survival check here.
I'll leave that to the ranger.
Yeah, let me do that.
Well, I guess, or the druid. I guess both of you would be good at it.
I'm fine either of us doing it.
17. Yeah. All right. So Garrett, as you're traveling the road, you put your hand to the ground many times looking for tracks, and you find nothing on this side of the bridge. But you get over to across the bridge, and you see that along the road there were some tracks of a wagon that seemed to have gone off somewhere kind of near the woods here.
Do they follow the river?
Kind of. Yeah, like somewhere in this area here where I'm pinging.
Hmm.
Okay.
I guess while we're here, actually, like, since it's a heavily wooded area, I'm going to go ahead and put up my Eyes of the Grave.
What does it do again?
Here, I'll link it, but you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. Like, I want to make sure there's not any undead, like, waiting in the forest for us if we're going to follow these tracks.
How long does it last? It's only 60 feet.
Yeah.
It looks like it's
I
instantaneous.
guess it doesn't. Yeah.
If it doesn't have a duration, it's probably instant. Alright, you don't sense any undead within 60 feet of your position, so...
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Alright, so... Garrett, did you just leave?
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, the tracks, are they just cart tracks, or are there...
Horse and cart, yeah. You got a pretty
There's
good
no, like...
sense of which direction they went.
Okay.
Yeah. And you also check around for tracks, signs of monsters or other people. You don't find any. And where you're at, you don't find anything. Okay.
Alright.
You can always try to make another survival check for looking for tracks of enemies in the area later on if you want.
Okay.
Do you guys head in that direction?
I'll say we can follow the cart if you want.
Alright, you find
Cool.
sort of like a path leading down that way. Everybody see him? See where
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess I'll walk kind of toward the front.
Mhm. I'll stop moving.
What's the
Oh,
first
you're
thing you
fine.
guys do as you get around here?
I'll go down toward like this fork in the road here.
All right.
Yeah. I guess you want to see if we're still on the path. Maybe do a check. What do you guys?
Yeah, sure. Having so many problems with roll 20 right now.
Okay. You follow the tracks still, but you don't see any other tracks that give you indication of what happened or what could have been going on. It just seems like they went off road somewhere along the line, and for reasons unknown, maybe they set out to camp for the night because it got late. But this is definitely the way they went.
Can I perceive any like smoke or anything from what would be a fire if there was a camp?
No, not right now. No.
Okay. And the tracks are still on the
Or
road, you said?
just no. Yeah, like this path is where they went down.
All right. I guess we'll keep on going.
Okay. Flint, you notice that off the side here, there's these mounds, and you can see objects over here that look like they shouldn't be in the woods. Maybe a camp.
I'm gonna tap my mate next to me and point over to it silently.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna tap everybody next to me and just silently point over to it.
Do.
I'll nod, like acknowledging. Which one of us is best at sneaking? Maybe sneak over and see.
I thought I was, but
I think I'm a little better.
yeah, go for it.
Honestly, that'd probably be a good idea because you're a little bit more healthy too, as far as like hit points
Who,
go. I
me?
think. Not him,
Oh.
Garrett. I'll just kind of like point over and like urge you to go, I guess.
Did you get the stealth? The check?
I did not. No.
Oh, it's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay. All right.
Be right back. Maybe.
I'll keep my weapon drawn so I can like run over if I need to.
Get my shield's out.
Garrett, as soon as you get there, something jumps up from the ground here, through one of these holes in the ground.
Oh, God.
We're
Oh
rolling
my
some
god.
initiative.
Oh my
Two
gosh.
creatures bust up through the mounds of dirt, the loose packed dirt here. And they heard you, they felt you coming through the ground somehow, and yeah, you are now within their line of sight, and they're gonna attack you. All right, everybody ready for some more battle?
Hell yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
I'll do
ready.
better this time.
All right, Garrett, you see them, and you got your weapons drawn. You're going first here.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do a hunter sense on number 1.
Hunter sense. Okay, link that real quick.
I mean Slayer's Prey. Sorry.
You want to do Slayer Spray? Okay.
Yeah. And then crossbow.
Are you like, oh shit? You hit.
Yeah.
You hit him. Yeah, pierces right through the outer carapace of the creature that seems to be this sort of large, like, monstrosity.
Okay, then I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Well, those are some ugly some bitches there.
Yeah, they sort of look like some type of crawler or something that, like, you know, they have this long torso. I can't share the picture with you. Alright. You did damage. And that's your turn. Okay. Rurik, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to run to right here. That's my movement. And I'm going to do Bane.
Alright, is there a saving throw?
Yeah, I believe I leaked it. Charisma. I don't feel like they're very charismatic.
No. I got a 1. Number 1 got a 1. Number 2 got a 16 now.
I think it's just gotta be. I think mine's like 13. Yeah, so only 1 failed. Okay. That's my turn.
And Bane does what? It just, they roll a d4 and subtract it from any saving throws and attack rolls?
Yep.
Up to 3 creatures, target failed save. Okay. Alright, end of turn. Alright, Shiver's up.
Alright, she's going to cast Ray of Frost as a twinned spell, so she's gonna cast it on both number 1 and number 2.
You allowed to do that with cantrips?
Yeah.
Alright.
Expending 1 sorcery point to do that.
Okay.
Good,
So
both of these are
double
within-
frost rays?
Yeah. Do I need to roll 2 of them?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have that in front of me anymore.
You hit number 1.
Oh, sorry.
Take 6 cold.
I don't know if I hit number 2. That was a 10.
It's a miss on number 2.
Alright. And then
Alright, that's it. Number 1 is slowed.
Yeah. Is what?
He's slowed from your frost.
Right.
It slows them by 10 feet.
That's my turn.
Okay. Alright. They are up. Okay. Approaches you, Rourke. I
Yeah,
got
figured.
an 11 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, that's definitely a miss. Yeah, that's the end of his turn. Alright, Flint.
I'm going to wild shape back into a bear and run up and start swinging at these fools.
Are you able to see through him?
See through what?
The bear.
Yeah, I can see him.
You're probably
Well, I
still
still
seeing
think so.
through your dwarf, though.
It hasn't made much difference at the moment.
It will, though. I just want to make sure.
I can't see, like, up here.
Yeah, that's because you're seeing through your dwarf's point of view, not the bear now. I'll change it up later. Alright, so what are you doing? Approaching the creature?
I'll run up and try and, like, bite its side.
Okay. That hits for 10 damage.
And then I'll try and claw him.
That's gonna miss. It scrapes against the outer carapace, doesn't penetrate.
Cool, that's me.
That's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, number one. It's gonna move. It burrows down. Comes up over here. We'll say he gets there. They, it kind of reaches out towards the two of you
Okay.
and beams in. He beams out a blast of acid towards both of you. I need dexterity saving throws from the bear and Rourke.
Damn, I don't think I'm that dexterous.
6 fails.
$11.
Both failed, so you're gonna both take 11 acid damage and get acid scars all over your body. Hey, what's the bear get as far as bonus hit points?
I believe the bear gets 34. I'll double check it on
I
the
think
sheet.
that's right, yeah. Well, 11 hit points are now gone.
I think I'm at 14 now. Yeah.
My bear's at 23.
You're at 14, yeah. Yeah, I gotta get 23, yeah. Alright, that ends its turn. Alright, Garrett, you're up. Damn, you moved really far.
Can I see it right now?
You have disadvantage. Well, do you have a sharpshooter? You don't have it
No,
yet.
I don't think so.
No. Yeah, it's not disadvantage, but he's got 3/4 cover, which gives him about a +5 to his armor class. It's a hard shot. He's underneath the tree. You can kind of see him better there.
Okay. I'm guessing it didn't pop up.
No, I don't see anything, dude.
Okay, I got 11. I don't know if that
11.
hit.
It missed, yeah.
Alright.
That was with your
Let me
main
try it
hand
off.
bow?
Yeah.
Okay, roll this other one then. That one popped out. That hits. Definitely,
Cool.
even through the brush. You're hitting number 1, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you only have him Slayer's Parade, right? So you only do 2 damage.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of it grades, chips off some of the chitinous material on his outer carapace. Alright, actions are over. End of turn.
Yep.
Rurik, go. Next.
Oh, let's see what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to Toll the Dead. Number 1, the one he's bloodied, right?
Yes.
Or is that to you?
He's kind
Okay.
of bloodied, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna Toll the Dead. That dude.
It's wisdom. That's what I thought. His willpower is 19.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, I'm not gonna move. I don't want an opportunity attack taken on me. So, end of turn.
Alright, end of turn. Shiver.
Sorry, that's on mute.
It's okay.
I'm gonna run for the rock and hide behind here. Well, I'm gonna stand behind here, and I'm going to Ray of Frost using the twinning.
All right.
The first one was for number 1.
I don't see the roll. What did you get?
Oh, it was a 14.
Okay, that will hit.
But the full and still slowed 10 feet.
Yeah, how much damage was it?
5.
Okay. 5 damage to him.
And the ooh,
Natural 1. Nothing unusual
Ah.
happens. Your spell just fizzles out. It just doesn't
Yeah.
do anything.
And then that's my turn.
Okay. Alright. The other Enkeg. 30 feet long. Damn. Alright. Decides to move over here a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. I need the bear and Shiver now to make dexterity saving throws to beat a 13 DC. You failed. Okay, Mr. Bear. Bear time. Flint, are you there?
Oh yeah. No, sorry, I got a text. Yeah, I will move over to here.
It's not your turn. You need to make a dex save. Go back to where you just were. Yeah, and
My
make,
bad.
it's still his turn. You're making a save for dex. All right, that's a failure. So you both take 10 acid damage. Shiver included. Okay. Now it is your turn, Flint.
Cool. I'm going to use my combat thing my combat wild shape to regain 2d8 hit points by spending a second level spell slot.
Ooh, nice. And does that add on to your bear hit points, right?
Yeah, that's healing my bear. I will
Alright.
actually just double check that because
I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
Well, it's something I can only do in wild shapes.
It's the only thing that makes sense, right? So you get 6 back. All
Hell
right,
yeah.
So you're up to 19.
Yep. And I'll make 2 attacks from behind him.
All right. He kind of follows your movement. You don't get advantage. He's gonna face the bear because you're the big threat to him.
Yep, make a mighty bite into his side again.
That'll
or
hit him.
his face.
Yeah, number 2 takes that damage. Crunch off a big chunk of chitinous
that was a-
material.
With a
That's a
weak
miss.
claw.
That's that time. Yeah.
And that's me done.
Okay. All right, number 1. Gonna turn to face Garrett and bite him. That's 10 to hit.
It's a miss.
All right, yeah, he definitely missed. All right, that's his turn. Garrett, it's your turn.
18.
All right, that hits him. You do 9 damage. That's number 1, right?
Yeah,
the arrow shoots right through the center of his chest cavity, and you see it collapse down to the ground and create a large like thud as it falls down to the ground. It's dead. Looks dead. My sound's going out. He's dead. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Maybe he's referring to his own sound. I think he's rejoining Discord real quick.
Yeah.
Hello?
We hear you.
Yeah, man.
Greetings.
I don't know what the heck.
Troubleshoot it tomorrow.
Okay.
You're in. Go ahead and take the rest of your turn.
What happened? I didn't hear.
So you killed the Enkeg with that first shot.
Okay.
With your main hand, and now you still have your offhand if you want to attack again.
Alright, yeah. I'll come down a little bit behind Rick.
Alright, if you go right behind him, he's got half cover because you got to shoot through Rorik.
Okay, let me go this way then.
Alright, yeah, as long as you have the movement, you're fine if you stand there.
And then I'll shoot him with my offhand.
Alright, the offhand hits, but you only do 2 piercing damage because your Hunter's Mark, well, it wasn't Hunter's Mark, it was Slayer's Prey before. Yeah, and you, actually, yeah, you killed the one with the Slayer's Prey. 2 damage.
Yeah.
Alright,
That'll be it.
that's your turn. Okay, Rorik, you're up.
First, I'll healing word. Shiver.
Alright, toss a healing word over to her. And
Yep.
you get 5 hit points, Shiver.
Thank you.
No problem.
Healing word,
And then,
healing word.
and then I'm just gonna swing my mace. I don't think I can do another spell after healing word. So yeah, I'm just gonna
You
swing my
can,
mace.
in my home rules, you can if you want to. It just can't have a concentration effect.
Oh,
You're spending spell slots, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do mace.
Alright, good. That hits you crush some of them down with that.
Cool.
Alright,
And that's my turn.
end of turn. Okay, Shiver, you're next.
Alright, let me see. Okay. Then she's gonna do Ray of Frost again.
Alright, that hits him. He takes 7 cold.
And then she's gonna move her full 30.
Now, if you got, that's difficult terrain through the rock there, obviously.
Alright, she's gonna just move right over here. Maybe just out of range.
Alright.
Maybe not. And that's her turn.
Okay. Okay. The Enkeg will try to bite Rorik. Actually, no, it's going to try to bite the bear. Does it hit? What's your armor class as a bear? It's pretty low, I think.
It's 11, I believe.
So you do take 8 slashing damage in bear form. Alright, and that's its turn. It doesn't do anything else. It's kind of like fighting for its life. Alright, Flint, you're next.
Alright, I'm angry about that hit, so I'm gonna bite right into its face.
That'll hit him, and that'll kill it.
Stand on my hind legs and just let out like a victory roar.
Yeah, you kind of grab at its neck and rip its like head right off of it. It's dead.
I know. All right.
Ends the combat, guys.
Since they're dead, I want to go over here and inspect these mounds.
Okay.
I want to see.
Okay.
I'm basically looking to see if there's any sign that like maybe they attacked the caravan going by, or like if there's any sign of anything
You
here.
see, all right. So I'll tell you, as you come over here and look here, you see that this is like a big cloth covering all kinds of sacks and things like that. You know, like supply sacks and like chests filled with various sundries and goods and stuff. Yeah.
I want to check the mounds for like eggs and that, just to make sure there's nothing like laying around there.
For eggs.
Well, just like any like little ones that might be like that are gonna grow up and start attacking people who walk by.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of look through like from the top and don't notice anything. Yeah. It looks like they go down into the ground pretty deep though. Doesn't look like a pleasant journey down there.
We might want to put up a sign warning passers-by.
A very
I'm just standing
thoughtful
up as a bear
idea.
saying this.
Yeah. Will a bear write the signs?
Oh my god, can we call you Smokey the Bear, but instead of fires, you're warning people against monsters?
Hell yeah.
Smoky.
Only you can
Prevent.
not get eaten by ink eggs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright, so looks like this is the supplies you were looking for here, guys.
Alright.
You successfully found it.
Is there enough that we could carry, or do we just like, what do you guys want?
You could do that, but you may want to just mark the location or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you want to take and loot this shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should we perhaps move this under a bush at the very least, so
You
passers-by
can
don't steal
stow
it?
it or something, yeah, hide it away somewhere.
I think we should take what we might need.
I don't know.
And to
As
hell
a
with the
priest,
discount.
Oh, I see.
It's up to you. It's a moral dilemma for you if you want to turn it in. Billdrath wasn't the
don't care
nicest
either way.
fella that you met,
He
but
wasn't.
he did sort of play fair with you price-wise, I guess. Well, if he didn't try to give you good trading value on your ship, but
Yeah.
I really want to loot this shit, but I think as a priest, my character wouldn't. So
That's fine. Okay. So what did we promise him that we would give back to him, or that we would tell him where it was? Or
find
we'd
them.
find it.
Just
Okay.
you know, basically he wanted you to look for it.
Oh, okay. We did that.
we can stow it wherever we're going to stow it, and then I'll mark the map where it's at.
Okay. That's easy enough. You take some time, maybe an hour, and stow all this stuff away there.
Cool. All right. I guess we could look and see, since we're already outside of town, maybe if we can find out where old Granny's pie hut is.
Shiver sniffs the air to see if she can smell pies baking.
Now, keep in mind, you don't really know where to look for Granny's Pie Hut yet. Like, it's sort of, you don't have any good leads.
That's why she's smelling the air.
Priest
smell
did
pies.
As a
say-
bear, I have some keen smell, so I'm trying to like sniff out any pies I can see.
He did say it was the west.
Yeah.
He said towards the west. Now, most of Barovia does go very far west of the village of Barovia. So it could be anywhere in that direction throughout the land. It's up to you if you want to start roaming around wildly looking for it, or head back to the village and catch up with Irina and start heading towards Valaki, unless you have any other business in town.
Which direction is Valaki?
It's west of here as well.
Ha ha!
I suppose we could
We could finish up our
Put a
business
pin in
here
that.
first, and then head out.
Say again.
that sounds good.
We could finish up our business with the, handing back the supplies. Then we can just head as west as we want.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
We go back into town to the supply guy.
I'll just turn back to a dwarf.
Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
guys. You head back to... You want to go straight to Irina's, or do you want to go to the merchant?
Let's
I think the merchant.
yeah, he's on the way. Let's stop by there.
You do that.
Come to think of it, we haven't really used anything that we got from here, have we?
I don't know.
Using that holy water.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I've been taking sips of it. Keeping myself holy.
Okay, you're here, and
I have a question for
Bildrad's
you.
like going. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. I know paladins can make holy water. Can clerics make holy water too?
I don't
It's
know.
a spell called ceremony, isn't it?
Is it ceremony? Yeah.
Oh, dude, I have that. I could bless our water.
It takes
All
you like
right,
an
then.
hour.
Yeah, I'm not
25
gonna do
gold
it
worth of
now.
stuff
Just
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably something you want to do like when you're doing long rest or short rest even, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to now. I was just curious if I could.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay. Bildrad's like, "Oh, it's you again. Any luck finding my supplies?"
There was actually. I'm gonna show him the map. It was too much for us to carry, but I've marked the location for you if you'd like to pick it up.
Okay, that's great. Wasn't really expecting you to find anything.
I will warn you of beasts that were guarding it. We have dispatched of them, but you do not know what else might come and find them.
Say again.
So I will warn you that there were beasts guarding it. We have
Oh,
dispatched them, but you never know when more will show up.
it's not unusual to hear stories like that around this land. Barovians are quite accustomed to monsters. I'll send my nephew out. He'll take care of it. Thank you. Now, on to the business we discussed. If you wish to purchase any items here today, and there'll be a 20% discount for you. Maybe, you know what? Any 2 items will do 20% on, since you did have to battle monsters, after all. Yeah, why not?
I have everything I need, but if you guys want to do that,
You wouldn't happen to have any hide armor, would you?
Well, let me see. This is what he's got available here. It's just like the standard adventuring gear. You can
I'll
get
remind you
healers
guys, we only
kits.
have like 4 gold and 50 silver.
Didn't you guys keep those rings or gems, or your druid did, or?
Yeah, we have
yeah.
4. It's all in the inventory if you guys want to take. There's some stuff that's worth some gold, but like gold alone, we only have 4.
Yeah, you're kind of
I
low
have
on
So
10
that.
on me.
Shiver wants the rings, all the rings and the necklace that we got from um, the death house or the house. And she's gonna lay them on the counter to sell. I know there's like at least 3 rings and 1
I
necklace.
think they were golden ring. The necklace you guys
Gold ring.
sold. You sold that.
Oh, we did. Okay, so
Yeah.
at least 3 gold rings.
Yeah, for
And
some reason you gave them to the druid though. But
There's
you can
4
have
gold
them.
rings actually.
4 gold rings, and she puts them on the counter.
You can have them back. Yeah. Huh. Huh. Okay. What do you want to? What are you interested in here? I think they were worth 25 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Fair market value, like
Yeah.
like he wouldn't give you
There's a
full
cat
price
outside.
outside of our house.
Yeah, just walked by. Sorry.
We should
Okay.
sick the dogs on it.
I know. um.
Do you want to
So
sell the moss agate too and the
yes,
hairbrush?
yes, yeah, all of that. 200. And pushes it all in.
I'll give you the 125 for everything.
150.
Surely you can do a little bit more since we did just brave the
I'll
wilderness to
give
find
you
your
the discount on
supplies.
something you purchase, but that's best I can do with like a trade in here.
125.
Make a persuasion check then.
You already said 125.
Yeah, he'll give you 125. You just want to take
Yeah,
125?
that's what she'll take. Yeah,
Okay.
That's actually pretty good for
It's
all this.
more than what they're worth.
All right, so what order are
Not
we
quite.
selling? I'll update the thing here.
You got 4 rings, right? Wait, I thought
4 rings and a
but
moss
you're
egg.
giving them moss agates. Oh, okay. Actually, fine. I'll just give you 125.
It's
Okay,
because I
so
started off so high, isn't it?
You fucked me up, yeah.
I know. I'm
Hell
a very good
yeah.
haggler. You got to watch out for me.
I'm gonna
all
kick
right,
your ass.
I
we're
once bought
doing
3 air conditioners for $50 and then sold one for $60. It's amazing.
So amazing.
I'll tell you the story later.
Yeah, fine.
So we now have 129 gold and no more rings and no more moss agate.
Yes.
What about the ivory brush? Are we saving that? Or
Was that also what I put down? I think you handed that to me.
no?
No. Okay. You got 4 rings and a moss agate, and we got 125 gold.
Yeah, we're at 129 now.
129.
How much is he selling those now with the 20% discount?
Yeah.
No, he won't. He won't buy them or sell them back to you. Anything
The
in
hide?
his that was already in his inventory, he would.
I was
How
kidding.
much is
I don't see the. I know what he was trying to say. There's burglar packs.
armor?
I don't see any armor on here, you guys. That's
Mm-mm.
one of the things this
Keep
game's
looking.
very limited on is like what kind of merchant stuff they have. So
Is he wearing any hide armor?
no,
We'll buy your clothes.
no, he's not. No. Do you want to get
Does he?
anything? He does sell healing potions, which are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
How about a map with like points of interest in Barovia? Does he have anything?
Oh, really? Well, I could sell you a map.
You're not.
I'll sell it to you
We
for
can't hear
5
you.
gold. I'll sell it to you for 5 gold. Map here. It's with your discount.
Sweet.
Guys,
Yeah, that's not bad. All right, let me. What is it? Map of important places.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'll put it under notes.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let me see. I got a map here to show you, but it's gonna be hard to see it, I know. But it gives you a general idea of the land of Barovia, right? Like where things are.
Will you put that up again? I clicked out of it. Sorry.
It'll be under your journals
Oh,
folder.
okay. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's where I have it stored. It just didn't show it to you until you bought it. So the village of Barovia is down there in the southeast in that clearing of woods, you know. And the map sort of shows roads and paths. Just to the west of the village of Barovia is that encampment where you guys were left with the Vistani. To the northwest is where Castle Ravenloft sits. See that like large kind of gray structure there?
Mm-hmm.
With the road leading up to it.
There's a road leading up to it, yeah.
All right.
And the Zvalich Woods are surrounding the whole valley down there. Lake Zarovich is to the north and the west of you. And Valaki sits just south of Lake Zarovich. And there's other points of interest all around there, but
Good to know.
yeah, you can kind of, what I'll do is, well, I mean, you can look at the map anytime you want if I just switch to the map like page, and you can see these things a little bit better. But
Looks like we need to go northwest.
yeah, northwest leads to Valaki for sure.
But like in character, we know where things are generally.
You have a general idea of where things are, yeah,
Okay.
and what paths to take, and there's a lot of mountainous terrain if you look at it. hills towards the west, like where it says Mount Gakis. Like all that whole area leading up there is all rough terrain.
Mm.
The river that runs along, like where
Where it
that
says
bridge
Lake
was.
Baratok. Is that how you say that?
I think so. Yeah. You mean Mount Baratok?
I can't hear him.
Ooh, I'm hitting the wrong button. You mean Mount Baratok?
No, there's a small lake to the west of Zarovich. What lake is that? Or like a
It is Lake Baratok. Yeah, it's all the way out there.
okay. Is
He's
that like
not
a?
familiar with everything out that way, but he says it's near Kresk.
Oh no, I mean I'm looking at the map. Is that like a building or?
There's a lake, and there's some type of old structure there. He says he thinks it's an old tower. He doesn't know much about it, really.
Okay.
What's the safest way to Valaki?
Stick to the roads. Head west. Head by the Tessier Falls. Don't go near Castle Ravenloft, and continue to head northwest along the roads and the paths there. It's about a 2-day journey from what I remember.
Thank you.
Of course, yes. Any more business you wish to discuss?
No, not from me.
You've served us well enough.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, well, very good. Pleasure doing business with you, and I thank you very much for returning my goods. I'll send my nephew out there. If you ever want to come back in and purchase anything, I'll surely deal with you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good day. And he leaves it at that. All right, you guys, let's call it a night here. I think that's enough for tonight. If you guys are ready to go, I mean, we really don't want to get into another leg right now.
If you want, before we could could we say we go to the place and even just like short rest, just so we're like ready to go when we come back? Or do you want to save that?
You can do that. Yeah, you can do that. You can go back to
Okay.
her house and take a long rest. Do you want to take a
Dope.
long rest or short rest?
I mean, if it's all the same, let's just take a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get a second level spell slot back.
Uh-huh.
Can't hurt.
All right, yeah,
Might
let's
help.
just you'll take a long rest then.
Cool.
So you did 2 days today. I want to update your calendar here, and it's now Sunday morning when you start again.
Okay.
It's called Vazernap is the date.
Oh,
Or day of the week.
wasn't I injured at the beginning of this? From last week? I thought I got injured.
Was that you?
I thought it was Jim.
I do not recall. Did you get knocked unconscious at any point? That you're thinking of the other
Yeah.
game. I think.
No shit, I remember it now. It's when we were in the graveyard because I didn't see that thing wasn't
Yeah.
loading for me. I didn't see your hit points.
Yeah, I did get knocked unconscious.
I don't remember what injury you came back with.
Well, anytime you take a long rest though in a safe location like a town inn or anything, you can cure that injury just automatically.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so that whole check with the injury table thing only happens if you're trying to take a long rest somewhere where it's not you can't get proper medical care.
Okay. Cool.
I don't remember what happened last week. Oh, we didn't Did we play last week?
Last week, no.
No, we were off last week from this. Yeah.
Uh,
I have most of the rundown of the last 3 sessions though. This week, since you've been keeping track, today, I'll go back and like backtrack and put everything in.
oh, okay.
Try to keep your notes consistent with the other person who's updating. That way, it all sort of flows together. I like the way
Yeah.
you did it with the village of Barovia, and then you have just different, pinpoints of rumors and stuff, and names and shit like that, all highlighted. That's beautiful. That way you can easily
Beautiful.
just look through it and see what you need. The big thing you don't want to ever forget in your notes is what you got in the Taroka card reading. That's important. About your
Yeah.
destiny.
I made sure to put all that down.
Yeah, that's a good thing. All right,
Specifically,
guys.
that's why I was looking to see if that was the lake, because it reminded me of the what was it, Myrmidon? I think it was 5 of Swords,
Oh,
Mountain Lake.
okay. What did the clue say about that? Let me look.
It says, "Look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to the Mother Night." But I was thinking it had the same name as the mountain. That's why I was like,
Okay.
might be overthinking it, but that's what I was
You're
thinking.
probably over. All right. So one thing I will tell you is that the Taroka card reading is there to give you some clues, but it's still going to be like finding a needle in a haystack if you just set out looking for specific things and you don't even know what you're supposed to find yet.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Is the best thing I can do. Yeah, that's the best thing I can say.
Okay.
All right. Well, cool. We'll get into that again next. Well, do we want to play next week? Is everybody
I'm
cool
available?
too.
I don't know if we
I
are. Are we?
I'm gonna be in Houston, but I'll be available.
Oh, you'll be there that
Uh,
week? Okay.
yeah, 'cause I either come home at midnight on Friday or come home like noon on Saturday.
Oh, you don't even know if you'll be traveling Friday?
No, I chose to come home noon on Saturday rather than get home at midnight.
Okay.
So that way I can play actually.
Okay. Then
Let's
I
be
guess we'll
there.
do that.
sweet.
We'll play. You're gonna use your laptop?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
All
But
right.
I'll
Well,
take headphones.
we'll make that a we'll play it next week, guys.
Cool.
Barring any
This
Yeah.
changes.
Sunday, what time is the one shot?
We're gonna start at 5 Eastern
Okay,
for
cool.
Sunday.
I'm almost positive I'll be here by 5. If not, I work Sunday, but I get off at 3. I should be here barring having to stay late, but I'll let you know that day.
Okay. Yeah. Just try to get on as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my goal, is to try to start by 5. I know everybody's gonna be late, but don't be late. Don't, you know,
I'm gonna try not to
if
be.
you can help it. All right, I'm gonna head
Also,
out here. Unless, oh, you got another question?
no, I was just gonna say it was really cool playing with you, Ed.
Yeah, nice meeting you all.
Yeah, Ed, thanks for joining. You coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
if you have me, I'll come back.
Yeah, we had fun with you. You
Yeah,
did
it was
good.
really fun, dude.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, you guys did really good, actually. I was gonna say that earlier on the break, but you did really well figuring out those the missing villagers part. It wasn't really that hard to do. You just had to remember, oh, we should try to do it. It was more like one of those.
Yeah, we are very smart.
And you figured out that whole Donovich thing. I kept dropping
And
hints
humble.
for you. I kept dropping a lot of hints, like, because I knew you weren't going to remember from the previous week. So, like, that Donovich was this, like, sort of odd guy.
Oh, I remembered him being weird. I just didn't know how to work it in with my character. Like, that's why I kept like saying, "Are you sure? Like, let me heal you." Trying not to metagame.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, he hurt his arm carrying all those people, and I think some of them resisted him, and that's how he injured himself. But I think that's what it said in the notes. But that's sort of
At first, I thought that he was feeding his son.
Yeah, that could have been a possibility. Yeah.
But all right, cool. Talk to you guys next week. Then,
All right,
or
guys.
Sunday,
All right.
whichever.
Have a good night.
See
Have
you
a good week,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.